This is not an ad. It's a warning. I know a place. A place that will break you into 1,000 pieces. That will enter through those cracks and will stay and live in you. Run. Run. No, better stay in Manhattan. Get an apartment in Berlin. Stay away from them. Stay away from Lorca, Paco, and Picasso. Don't ask about Lola. Don't listen to the poets who have been here. Ay, Caballo Grande. Ay, Dolor de Nieve. Ay, ay! But, in spite of everything, it occurs to you to visit Andalusia. Don't say I didn't warn you. Be careful of the Andalusian crush.
Hello everyone, welcome in Gdansk. We are at European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships. Alongside me is David Hassai from Ireland. Hello David.
Peter, how are you? Nice to meet you today.
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you very much. Very nice weather in the Gdansk, not much wind. The surface of the water is flat, the few rollers are coming, and we are getting ready for the first start of today's race. Final B, Club Coastal Men's Double Sculls. And on the start list we have, in the lane 1, from Austria, Team Easter Elidia, Antonis Gitsas and Giuliano Alois. In the lane 2, from Latvia, Rigas Airetaju Clubs, Vidis Baltais and Martins Bukes. In the lane 3, from Denmark, Danske Studenters Rock Club, Ingvar Kritsenko and Peter Stenby. On the fourth lane, maybe you could introduce your...
Thanks, Peter. So what we have here from Ireland, it's their first day out, Kilmac Simon Swimming and Rowing Club. And great to see these two young lads, Max Lynch, David Lynch. They've taken the plunge into international coastal rowing, and this is their first final and the first of many, we hope. So we see these boats now just getting ready to take their positions on the start line.
Yeah, we are about 1 minute from the start, so we're looking forward. What's gonna happen? I think that the first straight line that consists of 1100 meters will be very, very important. It's very important to get first on the first turning point. What do you think? What do you expect from the guys at the start?
So we can see them there just coming through the start line now, and as you say, it's very important to get in front at for that long run, because whoever's first at the mark is a huge advantage. If you tend to come to the mark in second, third or fourth, you might have company, and that makes it a lot more difficult, because you have to take into account the mark and take into account the boats who may be on right and left of you. But we can see already it looks like Team Austria that has decided to take this race, take the bull by the horns, and put up a lead at the start of the race.
Yeah, they are leading quite about, I think, 5 lengths or about something like that on the first line. That consists of, as I said, 1100 meters before the first turning point at buoy 1. They're gonna take it by the right side. By the left side, and then after that, 3,500 meters to the second turning point at the buoy 2.
Yeah, so you can see there the bowman took a quick look around. So the advantage, like we said, of being out in front is that you can they've brought the rate down, they've steadied the stroke, they're rowing nicely, and they've got a good line for the mark. The boats on the start line seem to be well spread out over the whole start line, so it's difficult to see who is actually in front, because there's maybe 100 meters from one side to the other.
Yeah, exactly. Since the start, it's the first straight line is 1100 meters, so it's quite far away. So it isn't easy to navigate. It might be easier when someone is in front of you and you are not looking at the boy that is far, far away, barely being seen. But it's easy to navigate by the team in front of you.
This is true. If you can use the waves of the team in front of you to navigate, it's true. But there's just one issue may crop up. Then, if the team in front happens to take a wrong turn, then you often see 2, 3, 4, 5 boats all taking the same wrong turn. So it's important to have a look for the mark. And we see there now that the top 3 boats have really tightened up together.
Yeah, exactly. As we said, Austria team, Antonis and Giuliano, we were expected. They were far away, but as I see, they needed to take a lot of correction on the navigation course. So they are really, really close to each other. First 3 teams next to each other. I think there was a little clash that third team is going to take advantage of. Yeah, they will clash. They will hit each other by the blades.
Yeah, and this is one of the bits of coastal rowing is that when you have collision, the boat in third took immediate advantage and went around the 2 of them. So now we have a fantastic race in progress here. The top 3 boats are pretty much in a line, and in fourth we have I think it's the Kit Simon boat who are waiting for any more collisions, so they may profit.
Yeah, they are really, really close to each other. As David said, really great race so far. We are looking forward what's going to happen on the first turning point. If they come to the turning point close to each other, they're gonna just a fight for the best position.
So there is a rule in place at the mark. So if you have overlap, say for example now the Austrian boat on the inside buoy, if the boats on the outside have an overlap, even if it's only 100 millimeters, then they must give way. They can't come in on top of the boat on the inside. So that's the rule on the roundings. You have to give way. But if there is no overlap, it's pretty much every man for himself. So they're closing on the mark. They're probably about maybe 200 meters away at this stage, and they're still very close together.
Yeah, they are very close. Easter Elidia team from Austria seems to be the closest to the turning point. I think they're gonna take the tightest spin around the buoy as the other teams are going wider. David, how about you? Do you prefer to go aggressively on the buoy, getting that tight spin, or prefer to going wider?
Well, we see there in front, I think it is the Spanish 3 team. They realised that there was no overlap, so they, like you say, they took an aggressive line across the front of the 2 crews, and now they have got that perfect wide line for that mark. So they're not going to have to actually back oars at the mark and cost themselves boat speed. They're just going to skim past it and go straight for the second mark, looking at the way they've got it lined up.
Yeah, they are getting closer. I think that's about just few meters from the first turning buoy, so they are about 1100 meters away. They are about to take turn to the right hand side on the another straight line of 350 meters to the second turning point. And look at that, what the team is doing. They're gonna go very aggressively.
They've gone very aggressively and they're going to make contact with the mark, so this is allowed, this is okay, but it can disturb the rowing slightly. But
yeah, but they didn't lose much speed. I think they did it quite well, and now they are on the second place. I think
yes,
that might be.
So I think we're looking like it looks like Denmark have taken advantage of the earlier collision, and it seems that Denmark appear to be pulling out maybe 2 to 3 lengths after that aggressive move where they cut across the first 2 boats and got to the mark, which was very well navigated. And second and third seems to be extremely close.
Yeah, all the boats are already after the first straight line, or 1100 meters. Now on the second line, 350 meters, leading Danish Gdansk Students Row Club with Ingvar Kirisenko and Peter Stenby on it. 2 experienced, as I would say, rowers are leading. Behind them, as we can clearly see, this Austria, Antonis Glissas and Giuliano Alois, and just behind them Jose Francisco Moreno and Ignacio Boja from Spain. But they are constantly chasing on the second and the third place. First is gonna be quite secure by about 3 lengths still, but they are getting closer to the second turning point, so we're gonna see how it's gonna look like just after that.
Yeah, I think Denmark are not able to pull away from second and third. I think that second and third are racing each other, and that is giving them that bit of extra boat speed. It looks like Spain is in second maybe, and they're on the inside, and Austria, the previous leaders, seem to be closing also. So it's really the responsibility of Denmark to find that third mark now quickly, so they're not looking for it, because when you come around that second mark and you face the pier, it's a long ways back, and there's a lot of water, a lot of marks, and a lot of difficulty in getting your line.
And the third straight line for 600 meters now in front of them to the third turning point. As we see, they are quite separate. They were really close to each other. Now the second and the third team are far away. One team went a bit wider and maintained some speed. I think that paid off, because going aggressively caused the team to stop rowing for some time. They needed to stop rowing to make that spot, to get closer, but look how far they are going. It's very important in this category to feel the water, to make that advantage from these rowers going to the shore. We're gonna see who is gonna take the most advantage of them when the third turning point's gone around, because they're gonna turn right hand side again, but they will be coming to the beach.
Yeah, and you can see there in fourth and fifth you have, say, Latvia 1 and Ireland 2, Kilmac-Simon, and Latvia is Club Rigas. They're not too far away either. It's their first day in the water, their first day out, and you can see they're not too far off the three leading boats. But the first three boats, there's no big change there. Nobody's pulling away from each other, and second and third are pretty much level at the moment. So anything could happen. It all depends on who's able to line up these markers, I think, seems to be deciding the race.
Yeah, everything still can happen. This is not even halfway through of the course today. Course rowing course 4K already being taken on. Final B of the club coastal men's double sculls. Currently leading from Denmark, Ingvar Krisenko and Peter Stenby.
I still think Austria seem to be pulling strongly. They got out in the start, but for the collision, it knocked them back a bit. But it looks now like they seem to be getting the better of Spain, who were second earlier before the last mark. So it really looks like Austria are pulling through and may catch up with the Denmark crew, who are leading the race.
Yeah, Austrian team is pulling very, very strong. They are already in the second place, I think, about a length or so in front of the Spanish team on the third place. We are looking forward what's going to happen on the sixth straight line. As we saw before, Austria started very, very strong, but because of collision, they lost their position. Now we are, I think, at the third turning point.
Yeah, we're probably about maybe halfway, close to halfway at the moment now, and Denmark did very well there. They didn't do a big correction with the oars. They just skimmed past that mark. So I think they have not lost any boat speed. And Austria, I think Spain maybe are fighting back at Austria. It seems to be a very, very close race between these two crews all around the course. But Denmark have pulled out.
Yeah, we are about 2 kilometers away then, so we are halfway through, and Spain and Austria are really, really close to each other. Denmark still leading, and I think they are maintaining speed. They are leading very, very good. Quick look around to check where the ball is, where to navigate, and I think. But look at that. If we get another point of view, the navigation from Denmark is perfect. I would say they are doing really, really well so far.
They're doing brilliantly, and like I said, not taking sharp turns, lining up the turn well in advance, and just able to skim around the mark. So this mark now is a bit sharper here, where you round. This is a shorter spin, and then you have a reasonably long spin over to the third last marker, and we can see our friends in Austria and Spain have closed right up again, and there may be a bit of a collision if they're unable to separate each other again at the mark. So very interesting to see boats this tight.
Yeah, I think Austria is at this moment at the edge, maybe even at the wrong side of the buoy, so they need to go aggressively to make that turn correctly, not to lose course.
And Spain, I think that was very well done by both Austria and Spain. I think Austria eased a slight bit just to let Spain through, so that was very good navigating rather than going in side by side. and I think both boats have lost very little speed on that turn. I think maybe Spain have got a bit of an advantage over Austria.
Yeah, Spain got some advantage. Strength is one, but navigation is something what can set apart winners from the others. As we seen, Spain took a better line to the boy number 4, I think it was. Yeah, it was boy number 4, and that paid off. They moved up to the second place, taking over the Austria, Easter and Elida team. Denmark, Danske Studenters Rock Group, Peter Stenby, Ingvar Kirisenko are still leading. I think they are rowing really nice. Look at that, quick look. Checking the line, checking the point to navigate. Now 770 meters in front of them to the boy 5.
Yeah, this is a good long spin over to this other mark. But we can see Austria are strong. They have closed back up again on the stern of the Spanish boat. So we can't write off Austria yet. And we see this looks like Kilmac Simon, the Irish crew are coming into the mark. And you can see there the water's a bit broken from the wash of the motorboats, but we like this. That's definitely us.
And Denmark still leading, but the Spain is really close with the Austria team. Spain on the second with Nautico Alicante Costa Blanca, Jose Francisco Moreno and Ignacio Boja. Ignacio Boja is just 18, even 17 years old, very young man, very youngster. Alongside him, Jose Francisco Moreno, 1989. So his experience, so that's such a mix of experience and some newcomers going really good so far. They are on the second place, leading still Denmark with Peter Ingvar Esten. But they are both, I can say, both experienced, and we see how calm they are, how good they navigate, how good their lines are. Look at the difference where are going them and where are going the other two boats.
Yeah, I think that Denmark have had the advantage insofar as second and third have had to watch each other, whereas Denmark have just had to watch the mark, and it's allowed them to settle and get their rowing right and not worry about. Whereas for the Spanish crew, they have Austria on their stern. Austria are just refusing to let them go. They're on the stern of their boat all around the course, and we can see Austria still are hanging off the stern of the Spanish boat. So even though it's a long spin down to this rounding, there's no let up in that battle. It's a fantastic battle between these two crews.
Yeah, I think the Austria are really pulling now really hard. I think they are getting a little bit closer, but they are really close to each other. They need to be careful to not to avoid the collisions, avoid the contact between them. The gap between second and third and fourth is quite big, I would say now, and we are now about at the boy 5. Another 500 meters and 520 meters straight line to the shore for the Denmark already started, and now second and the third team approaching the buoy.
Yeah, so I think Denmark have done enough work now if they keep everything together to be able to hold on to this race. You can see there they've made a serious push after that mark to try and open up the gap. But the interesting bit now will be for second and third between Austria and Spain, because we come down now on the 500 meter stretch into the chicane, and that's really going to test the navigation, the chicane, especially with two boats so close together. So it's looking like Denmark, if they can get their second last mark lined up, they're rowing strongly, rowing long. We can see the bowman looking around him every 3 to 4 strokes. He's making sure of his line, because he knows all he has to do is bring the boat home with the lead he has. He has maybe 9-10 lengths, so he just has to make sure his navigation is on point.
Now they are going with the waves towards the beach. We're gonna see who feels the water better, who is gonna make the bigger advantage of the waves coming. Austria or Spain, fighting for the second place. They are really close to each other, and as you said, if they enter the chicane next to each other, it's gonna be very difficult for them. So the navigation is crucial now. It's crucial to get a good straight line at the turning point.
Yes, the chicane is very deceptive. So you come onto the first mark of the chicane. So there's two of them there. So you can kind of glide around the first one reasonably well and not have to do too much. But the second, as in the last mark before you come to the beach, that's very sharp. It's pretty much a full turn because of the angle. So you really have to get around that in one piece and then sprint for the beach.
Yeah,
And
but look at that, how close again they are. They are nearly touching each other with each other boats with the blades. They know already who is on the right side of the boat, who has the better line, and they're gonna try to make their position better, to set up better before that sixth buoy they are going to approach very soon.
that's right. And we see the bowman and the Denmark boat is working so hard to make sure that he gets his lines right. So excellent rounding by Denmark. Stayed out wide from the buoy, no danger of hitting it, and setting himself up now for the last mark.
But look how wide they went. I'm interested if the Spaniards and the Austria Austria team they are gonna take it. They're gonna take closer. I think the Spanish were confused about which side should they take, or no, they are going so aggressively. Look at that.
Yes, so Austria have to go around outside them. I think we may have a small collision there again.
Yeah,
So-
but the Austria going wide, they're gonna maintain some boat speed, so it might pay off. But it's very short distance, about 150 meters before the buoy number 7 that's already being taken by the Denmark, and they are now on the last straight line, 230 meters to the beach.
Yes. And we see now the race for second and third is as hot as it was in the very first mark. There is nothing between these two crews coming around this very last mark. So it looks like Denmark have done enough to get themselves home and just get out of the boat and hit the buzzer. But second and third is
Yeah.
between the two crews.
I think we can say Denmark is going for the first place, but we have more interesting what's going behind them on the third and on the second and the third place when we're fighting Easter Elida from Austria and Nautica Alicante Costa Blanca from Spain.
I think we have had a collision because there's no trace of second and third, and that looks like.
So
Is it
that gonna
Latvia?
make oh no, they
Oh no,
are
we see
very
them.
wide. They are very wide. We can see them now on the right side. I think the Spain is on the second, as the Austria going third, very wide. They are going to land nearly the barriers. Yeah, Denmark on the beach. He is running to the gate, and the Denmark with time on.
And a dive at the line, and
Yeah.
he did so well. He did so well all around the course navigating. He was fantastic. But I think that Spain have decided
They're
that
gonna
the
land
shorter
next
run.
to each other, so I think it might be no J legs. Very nice run from the Spanish side.
And it just shows you the importance
Jose
of
Francisco
coming
Moreno entering as the second, and on the third place Antonis Giltias from Austria. And the fourth team from Latvia, Riga's Airetayu club, is already on the beach. They arrived, so we are waiting only for the fifth from Ireland, Kilmackinson Swimming and Rowing Club with Max and David Lynch on the boat.
And we see Latvia just hitting the buzzer there, and we see shake hands between Austria and Spain. Always fantastic sportsmanship after the race. Two men who have given everything all around the course. I think they have done the hardest race so far, where two boats are neck and neck all the ways around the course.
Yeah, we are looking. Where are the fifth team? David and Max Lynch from the Ireland, representing Kilmackinson Swimming and Rowing Club, because they are now on the buoy number 7, taking up the navigation to the last straight line to the beach and the finish line. So once again, on the first place finished, representing Gdansk Studenters Row Club, Ingvar Kirisenko with astonishing, very nice dive to the buzzer, the finish line, with him better standby. At the second place, Nautico Alicante Costa Blanca from Spain, with Jose Francisco Moreno and Ignacio Boja. On the third place, from Easter Erlida, Austria, Antonis Gitsas and Giuliano Alois.
Yeah, and we see Kilmac Salmon Rowing Club just coming in now for the finish. Two young lads and started their career, so there's lots more to come from these. So does great credit to them to go out here in a European Championships and take on all these international teams. So they have 10, maybe 20 years of rowing ahead of them. So we wish them every success as they just come into the beach, ready for Max to make. I think Max is going to make the run up the beach. And just a last bit of correction there before they come in.
Yeah, the last corrections, and now the dismount point is approached by them, and in a seconds, and just right now Ireland is on the beach, so we are having all the teams. What a sprint! Look at that! Look at that! He still has some fuel in the back. 21.48 seconds, the finish line for fifth of today's B final, Club Coastal Men's Double Sculls, David and Max Lynch.
And I think they will be very happy. I think that is maybe a minute knocked off their time yesterday, so it's all about your time. If you can keep improving your time, then you'll keep improving your position. So very well done to those two young lads from Kilmacsimon.
Yeah, as you said, they are very, very young guys. There's still a lot in front of them. Another experience they have taken today gonna pay off, I think, in next events they're gonna participate in.
Club Coastal Women's Solo. The teams are as following. From Germany, Ruder Club Alemania. From Austria, Erster Wiener Ruder Club. From France, Andaïcaron Alcantara. Once again from France, Chablais Avion Fonon. From Portugal, Association Naval de Lisboa. From Denmark, DSR.
A imiennie na liście startowej reprezentantka Niemiec Karina Hein, reprezentantka Austrii Henriette Ringleb, reprezentantka Francji Jessica Berra, kolejna reprezentantka Francji Cindy Pellegrino, reprezentantka Portugalii Katarina Santos.
So the first B final of the Club Coastal Men Double Sculls already is finished. We are heading for the 6K course right now at 9:30. Club Coastal Women's Solo gonna start, and we have a few athletes, 6 women gonna take a start in about 7 minutes from now.
Wczoraj znakomita pogoda. Prognozy na dziś są również bardzo optymistyczne, jeśli chodzi o wodną taflę Zatoki Gdańskiej, płaściutko. I widać już po tym pierwszym wyścigu, że te fale niespecjalnie tutaj wpływają na przebieg rywalizacji, nie przeszkadzają, za bardzo także nie pomagają. Decyduje to, kto lepszy, kto lepiej przygotował się do naszych takiej rangi imprezy. Jeszcze w Polsce nie mieliśmy Mistrzostw Europy w wioślarstwie morskim. Prognozy na noc są mniej sympatyczne, ale jak ma padać, to niech popada w nocy, po to, żebyśmy jutro przy okazji
The sun is going up, the wind is getting a bit stronger, but the weather is still perfect. We are looking forward for the next start, Club Coastal Women's Solo at 9:30. On the first lane gonna be starting Karina Hein from Roder Club Alemania von 1866 from Germany. On the second lane, Henriette Ringleb from Austria, Esther Wiener Rudekrupp Laya. On the third line, former world champion, third last year in in Barletta, Jessica Berra from France, Endeika Around El Cartea. On the fourth line, Cindy Pellegrino from France, also representing Chablais Avignon Fonon. On the fifth lane, representing Portugal, Catarina Santos. She was in 2021 beach sprinter in the mix. She reached quarter-final, as I remember, and she is, worth to mention, she is the youngest in the whole squad, 29 years old. And last, second lane, Katrine Jorgensen from Denmark, Danske Studenters Row Club. She is 53 years old, so very, very experienced. Now we are moving from the 4K course to the 6K course, but once again, first straight line, 1100 meters, so it's very, very long straight line. It's very, very important to start strong, to get on that first buoy faster than others, to make your position comfortable. We saw in the previous race how much collision can change. Austria team, who started very, very strongly, collided with the other boat that finishing finally in the first place. Denmark team took advantage of. We are about 3 minutes from the start of the first of A finals today, Club Coastal Women's Solo.
Jedynki kobiet na dystansie 6 kilometrów.
It's worth to mention we are at Gdansk. It's first time that such an event is takes place in Poland, and it's in Gdansk. Gdansk is city with unique history, about 1,000 years old city, capital of the Pomorskie Voivodeship. About 500,000 citizens live there. A very, very high amount of the places are very nice to visit, being in Gdansk, so this is a destination point from billions of people every year, every summer, and we are it's pretty early because it's just 21st of June, so the holidays in Poland not really started, but there is a lot of people coming around the beach, coming around the city center, so it's Gdansk is really the beauty place. Come and visit us. So we are about a minute from the start of the first A final during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championship 2024 Gdansk, Poland. 6 athletes gonna take part in this race. We see they are ready. First lane, Karina Hein. Second lane, Henrietta Ringleb. On the third, Jessica Berra. Fourth, Cindy Pellegrino. Fifth, Katarina Santos, Katrin Jorgensen on 6th, and they started. We're gonna see who is gonna take advantage in the start, who is gonna take the spot on the first straight line, 1100 meters to the first turning point on the buoy 1. We're gonna see how it's gonna shuffle since start. It's very, very important to start strongly and get a good spot on the first turning point. We're gonna see how it's gonna look like. The weather is nice, there is no too much waves. Small rollers are coming towards the beach, so we're gonna see who is gonna take advantage of them, who is gonna feel the water the best. I think we are now looking on Portugal team, Catarina Santos from Associação Naval de Lisboa, 29 years old, the youngest in the team. I think she is leading because I think we are seeing her for some reason. If we're gonna take a look from the drone, yeah, I think the fifth and the first line, so Karina Hein and Katarina Santos are really close to each other. I think the Katarina Santos might be leading, but no, about half length or so. But the girls, the women's, are still very, very close to each other, but they are just started. So we're gonna see how it's gonna form up later on after the few hundred meters. We are especially looking at former world champion Jessica Berra from Endaika around El Cartea, France, at the third lane. Now 6 kilometers course is on. The race is still close. One athlete is going. Looks like one athlete is staying away, but other five are really, really close to each other, and now they are really, really spread out. I think they are going to get some corrections on the course very, very soon to make that position for the first turning point. They're gonna turn their right hand side away from the beach. Yeah, the Portugal and the France are next to each other, are really, really close. So Katarina Santos in front of Jessica Berra, but Jessica Berra is behind, just about, I'm not sure if she is even behind. I think they are even.
Katarina Santos przed Jessicą Berrą na dwóch pierwszych miejscach rozciągnęły się, bo idą po całej szerokości, a zatem od siebie także wzięli dystans.
Jessica Berra seems to be in lead now, and I'm trying to take a look who is I think it's France 01, so I think it's Cindy Pellegrino on the third, just behind the Katarina Santos, but they are really close to each other. I don't think if maybe even Katarina is already on the third place, but we're gonna take a closer look, I hope, very, very soon. After the fourth turning point, we're gonna have a time chip. It's very important to get a good position on the first turning point. The air waves are not too strong, but they're gonna cause the girls some problems, I think. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. They are very, very close to each other. That's not comfortable to be as close on the turning points as we saw in previous races. So far, no collisions. Hopefully, without any collisions, we're gonna it's gonna be until the end of the race, of the first final A of today's races. Club Coastal Women's Solo are ready on the 6K course. And as you see on the pictures from the drone above the rowers, about the women already on the track, they are still very, very close.
Reprezentantki Portugalii Katariny Santos i teraz jeśli chodzi o ten peleton, płyną ku sobie, bowiem mają na
Yeah, the first turning point is really close. I think the leading, I think that's still Katarina Santos. I think her navigation, her line is almost perfect. I think she's gonna take that boy very, very, very aggressively, very, very close. As the athletes from positions third to fifth, they are going to get it a bit wider. But maybe now, yeah, and the first turning point, yeah, she touched the boy, but it's allowed. She just lost some speed, and now another 350 meters until the second turning point at boy 2. Look how close they are. How close is after the first 1,200 meter, 1,200 meters behind them. Still almost 5 kilometers in front of them. So still a lot can happen. We're gonna see what's going on upcoming. The very, very close third and fourth boats.
klubowego mistrzostwa Europy.
The athletes are already on the farthest place from our station, so the connection is really difficult. We need to wait a while as the athletes get closer to us to take a look how it is. But I think that Katarina Santos is on the first place. Behind her should be Katrin Jorgensen from Denmark, very experienced one. Just behind them should be Jessica Berra from Spain and Cindy Pellegrino from Spain also. You're gonna see in a while. I think the girls, the women, yeah, they are approaching already the second turning point. The boy number 2. After this boy, another 600 meters of straight line. Yeah, and they are now. They are very close to each other, but there are still no collisions so far. But yeah, very nicely done by the athlete on the third position. She made a huge advantage, but she is going wide. She needs a lot of correction to be back on the course, to be back on the right track.
Katarina Santos, Portugalia I Katrin Jorgensen ze stratą jednej długości łodzi na miejscu drugim.
I think that's Katarina Santos on the first place. About 2 lengths behind her should be Katrin Jorgensen from Denmark. So the youngest is leading on the second, the oldest competition of the first A final club coastal women solo that already takes place. 8 minutes on the course already women's are. So still about 20 minutes in front of them. So still a lot can happen. We're gonna take a look. We are very interested what is happening on the behind the leading two on the places from third to fifth, because the athletes were very close to each other, and there might be some collisions that might change everything. But they are still out of time, still out of place, still out of space to attack. Yeah, look at that. They are going wide next to each other, but they are not far away. I think the second, Katrin Jorgensen, is about 4, maybe 5. No, I think it's about 4 lengths leading in front of numbers 3, 4, and 5. That's just next to each other by half a length or so. We don't have too strong wind for now. The surface of the water is flat with just a small rollers coming in, so it's not a big deal. It's very nice weather to compete in. The sun is up, but it's not too hot so far. We're gonna see how it's gonna look later that day, but now still on the lead, Katarina Santos from the Associação Naval de Lisboa, Portugal. Behind her, Katrin Jorgensen from Denmark, Gdansk Students Rock Club. On the third, it's hard to say for me who is now on the third. I think on the third place is going Henriette Ringleb from the Erste Wiener Ruder Club. But we are waiting to get a closer look, to look at the boats, and we'll be sure about that. And next turning point is approach. It's boy number 3. After that, 315 meters to boy number 4. Perfectly done by the leading Katarina Santos and Katrin Jorgensen. They went on the boy very aggressively, very close to the boy. Needed a little correction, just 2 strokes, and they are on the back on the line, back on the straight line to the boy number 4. That they gonna spin around to go on the second lap, because as the athletes in the previous final B were competing on the 4K, distance. Now we are having a 6K distance, so the race, so the course is extended for additional 2 kilometers. So after the fourth buoy, they are gonna approach very soon. They are not going on the 770 meters straight line. They are making this spin around and going again to the buoy number 1. Katarina Santos still leading. I think now it's about 3 or 4 lengths in front of Katrin Jorgensen from Denmark. So she is further away. She is further away, and they are now getting closer to the buoy number 4. They are going spin around that to the buoy number 1 again, and very close, but she lost a lot of speed. We're gonna see how Katrin is gonna handle that. Yeah, second, third, and the fourth place are very close to each other. Altifalder is 5th. So, and we are looking now on the tables how it looked like. I think it's leading. It's not the Katarina Santos, but leading is Cindy Pellegrino due to give me a while. No, leading is Jessica Berra, 12 minutes 30 seconds, 7 seconds behind her. Another France athlete. It is Cindy Pellegrino on the 3rd place. Is going from the Austria. Henriette Ringleb on the 4th. Is representing Germany, Karina Hein. On the 5th, we are having the Katarina Santos, and the last one is Katrin Jorgensen. So, just as I was saying, it is way different. It was hard to see closer how it looked like, but now we are sure after the first timing point that is located at the buoy number 4 after 2,365 meters. Leading after 2,300 meters is Jessica Berra, 7 seconds behind her. Cindy Pellegrino, both representing France, on the 3rd place, representing Esther Weiner, Ruder Club, Henriette Ringleb from Austria. And they are now on the straight line, 735 meters before they take another turning point. It will be turning point number 5. We are hoping to get a look from the drone to see how it's going to look, how it's
sztukę obrazu, tak, Portugalka tutaj ze znaczną przewagą na pierwszym miejscu płynie i już
on the first place, Cindy Pellegrino on the but look at that, Cindy is leading quite nicely. I think that's about 4 lengths, but on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th place athletes are really close to each other. So Jessica Henriette and the Karina are really close to each other, and it's gonna be very interesting on turning point number 5, where they're gonna turn the right hand side. It will be important. It's very difficult turn to take because it's going off to the beach. As I see, the rollers are getting bigger, so it's important. You're gonna see who feels the water the best, who's gonna take that advantage of the waves coming out.
do kolejnej boi, do kolejnego znaku wyznaczającego trasę. Jako pierwsza melduje się takim znaku reprezentantka Francji. Tutaj mamy dwie przedstawicielki.
Okay, so Cindy Pellegrino representing Chabla Avignon Fonon after the fifth turning point just behind her are coming representing Endaika around El Cartea, Jessica Berra also from France. On the third place we have representing Germany Elster Wiener Rudergruppe Karina Hein, and on the fourth we are having representing it was on the third we have representing of course Austria Henriette Ringleb. On the fourth is Karina Hein. But look how close they are. It's now very, very important to get that straight line. Navigation is crucial now. That separates the winners of the gold medal from the others. How you navigate, how you can get that straight line at the next turning point is very, very important, because this can set you up in a better position before taking this turn. We saw that in the previous races when men's in doubles in the final B were fighting, how Antonis Gitsas and Juliano Alois were very, very close to the Spanish Jose Francisco Moreno and Ignacio Boja, and they were nearly touching each other at the turning points. They were nearly touching each other. They needed to shift during the straight lines. That cost them speed, costed them a lot. That Denmark, who won the first B final of today's day, took advantage of now. After the turning point, I believe number 6 now. No. Two athletes going really aggressively. One is going wider, but we're gonna see few strokes and they are back on the race. Look at leading. How important, how nice is to have that space next to you. Cindy Pellegrino is comfortable on taking these boys, as the chasing group consisting of Jessica Berra, Henriette Ringleb and Karina Hein, they are really close to each other, so it's far from comfortable turns on the boys. So they are now on the 600 meter straight line, and look, the corrections are being made. Second place. Yeah, the corrections are being made to set a better position before turning. I think it's right hand side for them. Yeah, it will be right hand side towards the beach. It will be turning point number 7. So they will be after about, I think, 4 kilometers of the race. So it's real time to attack. It's really time to start setting up in better position before the finish. As far as I really enjoy, really like the close finishes, I really hope the places from 2nd to 4th are gonna stay that close to each other for the rest of the race, of the course, and we're gonna see the beach sprint final, and on those jelly legs, we're gonna see which women can handle better. As we can see now, we have a very nice point of view leading Cindy Pellegrino from Chablis Avignon Fonon, about 3 lengths leading in front of Jessica Berra, former world champion, 3rd in Barletta World Rowing Championship last year, and just about two maybe 3 lengths behind Jessica Berra we see another 2 athletes. They are really close to each other.
przynależność, to w pierwszej kolejności liczy się klub. Pływają ku chwale miejsca, gdzie pędzą codzienny żywot wioślarza.
We are now at the first air final of today's races. Club Coastal Women's Solo takes place right now. After that, 10 minutes after 10, we are gonna have a Club Coastal men double sculls with the 18 boats taking part in this, and there now after the turning point number 8. Yeah, look at that. Look how Cindy handles those turning points. How good she is in navigating. She just a 2 strokes and she got a straight line to the another turning point. She makes sure she looks through the through her shoulder. He makes sure she's on the right course. She is going straight at the boy on the turning point number 9, I believe. And it will be now turning point after 4,365 meters. We're gonna have a time mat at this point. We're gonna see what the differences are. 22 minutes 40 seconds are on. Cindy Pellegrino is very consistent. She is working very hard, very long, strong strokes. Blades coming smoothly into the water. And we can see a bit of a shipyard in Gdansk in our back screen. That's part of Polish history, solidarity. It's very nice museum of solidarity in Gdansk. It's really worth to visit. As I said previously, Gdansk is beautiful city. In my opinion, the beauties in Poland is very nice. It's really worth to take a walk around that. And we see after the turning point number 9, we are having representing Endaika around El Cartea, Jessica Berra. I'm not sure if we are having... Yeah, Jessica Berra is leading for now. Yeah. Jessica Berra third in Barletta. Endaika around Alcartea. Jessica Berra in the first place, 23 minutes 30 seconds, 22 seconds just. No, not 22, sorry, 20 seconds behind her. Esther Wiener Ruderkrop, Leah, Henriette Ringleb from Austria coming on the third place. We have representing Ruderkrop Alemania von 1866. Karina Hein, she was 14th place in Barletta last year, and we are looking who is on the 4th place. And on the 4th place we have so the timetable isn't clear, but once again leading Jessica Berra. On the second, representing Portugal, we have Catarina Santos. On the third, representing Erste Wiener Ruderklub and Ringleb. On the fourth, Ruderklub Alemania Karina Hein. On the fifth, we have Chables Aviron Tonon being represented by Cindy Pellegrino from France, and on the last 5th place we have Danske Studenters Rock Group and Katin Jorgensen, the oldest in this whole squad. 26 minutes are really already on, and we are taking a look at how it's looking like on this next 770 meters straight line before the turning point number 9. there will be turning point to the beach, the place where you can earn a lot if you feel the water, if you can make use of the rollers, the waves coming towards the beach. And as we see, they are very, very close to each other. They about 4,700 meters away, so about 1,300 meters in front of them. So it's time to start. It's time to start to settle the best place before the finish, before the chicane. If they enter the chicane really close to each other, it's not comfortable. It's easier, it's preferred to do it solo, because it's very technical, very difficult part of the race. But before the chicane we have still about, I think, 8, maybe 100 meters, because we can see athletes now, because they are just in front of our commentary box. They are quite far away into the sea, but we can see them.
No i mamy na drugim miejscu francuskę z numerem 104 na burcie, Jessica Berra. A zatem troszkę nam się tu przetasowało. Reprezentantka Niemiec Karina Hein tutaj w tej grupie pościgowej osłabła. Ta, która bardzo mocno otworzyła i była liderką, reprezentantka Portugalii. Gdzieś tam zniknęła na dalszych pozycjach Katarina Santos, ale bez zmian na czele. Mocno.
And we are now about the turning point number 5. Now 520 meters straight line towards to turning point number 10 of today's race, 6K course, and the three athletes, as we can see, are really close to each other. I'm hoping to get a closer look at the boats to see who they actually are, to not make... Oh no, they are not as close to each other as we were looking like as it was from the previous point of view. I think still leading is France 02, so it is representing Indaka around El Cartea, Jessica Berra, former world champion. She is going in on the first place towards the turning point number 10 and entering the chicane before the finish. Just behind her are still the same athletes, should be representing Associación Naval de Lisbona, Catarina Santos, and Erster Wiener Ruder Club LIA, Haniet Ringlip. But as the first place, Jessica Berra is she looks comfortable. She has very nice leading by about 4 or 5 lengths in front of second and third place. But second or the third are really close to each other, and it's they are getting closer to the chicane, so they need to correct their course, navigate at the buoy, and we're gonna see who gonna take the better spot entering the chicane. It can decide on the silver medal of today's race in Club Coastal Women Solo. Jessica Berra still leading, and Daika around El Cartea from France. She's entering the chicane. She touched the bar. She touched the buoy, but she maintained the speed. Now very close. Yeah, first place. She's comfortable. But between second and third place, I think we may witness a beach finish, because the women are really close to each other. And the last turning point for the Jessica Berra, and just 230 meters to the beach. Yeah, last looks through her shoulder, last meters of today's race for her 6K Club Coastal Women's Solo. Yeah, but look at that, how wide is going our blue boat. Yeah, yeah. One of them decided to maintain some boat speed and going wide. Another one decided to go closer to the buoy and get a better angle to the beach. But I think going wide was right decision, because as of now I can see from our commentary box, going wide paid off. She maintained some speed, and she's gonna to enter the beach second. I'm trying to take a look at the nations. Yeah, Jessica Berra already dismounted from the boat. She is on the beach, and on the second place, representing Austria and Erster Wiener Ruder Club, Henrietta Ringleb. Yeah, Henrietta on the beach. Henrietta running towards the finish line, and the third athlete is also on the beach, and it is Karina Hein, representing Germany and Ruder Club Armenia von 1866. So we are waiting who is gonna finish on the fourth and fifth, because the athletes are on the last meters before dismount. I think on the fourth place is arriving already on the beach Cindy Pellegrino, representing Chablais Avignon Fonon. She's French. So once again, a winner representing Endaika around El Cartea, Jessica Berra. On the second place finished Erste Wiener Ruder Club Laia Henriette Ringleb. On the third place, Karina Hein from Ruder Club Alemania von 1866. On fourth, Chablais Avignon Fonon, represented by Cindy Pellegrino. And we are still waiting for the athletes number 5 and number 6 of today's A final Club Coastal Women's Solo. On the fifth place already arrived on the beach the youngest, Catarina Santos from Associação Naval de Lisbona, Portugal, and just behind her, already landing on the beach, dismounting from the boat, Katrin Jorgensen from Gdansk Studenters Row Club, with time of 34 minutes 39 seconds on the finish line. So the first A final of Club Coastal Women's Solo is already done. The winner, once again, Endaika around El Carta, former world champion, third in Barletta last year. On the second place, Henriette Ringleb from Erster Wiener Ruder Club from Austria. On the third place, Karina Hein from Germany and Ruder Club Alemania von 1866. Now we are about 5 minutes to start. Club Coastal Men's is gonna start in about 2 minutes. Club Coastal men's double sculls. 18 teams are on the start line, and we now can see start line and the start list and the lines.
Rywalizacja w finale męskich dwójek, a zatem tutaj tempo będzie nadzwyczajne. Mieliśmy już taką przegrywkę, rozgrzewkę w finale B, a teraz już rywalizacja z udziałem 18 osób. To będzie reprezentacja Hiszpanii. Nicolas Fernandez Diaz i Antonio Vega Barbero.
Yeah, and we are looking forward another 6K course. So we're gonna start again with 1100 meters at start. In such a big group, 18 boats, it's very, very important to get a good start, to get that first strong strokes, get yourself in a comfortable, good position before the first turning point. We are especially looking at the 11th lane, where the Association Sportive Corbeil Essonnes, being represented by Alexis Fortier and Aymeric Fortier, they were on the 5th place last year in Barletta. We have a lot very good athletes on the start list, including on the third line representing Kunglavs RK from Sweden, Nils Hugoson and Erik Ehrenberg. They are both young beach sprinters. They reach quarterfinals in Portugal, the World Cup. And we heard they started. We're gonna see very high strokes. Ireland 0-1 is going on the lead. Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan, they started really strong. Very good start from them, and they are now about a length or so on the lead. Look at that, how hard they are working, how hard they are trying to get away, to to set yourself in the best position before the first turning point. That is very important. The weather is still good. We don't have a strong wind. The flat is surface.
Kilkadziesiąt osób pracuje nad tym, żeby to wszystko dało się oglądać, żeby dało się oglądać tak pięknie, jak widać to w tej chwili, albo z perspektywy mola na żywo, albo tutaj za pośrednictwem tego wspaniałego...
The race is on. Club Coastal men's double sculls during 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships in Gdansk 2024. We are taking a look. The group is very spread. We are looking France 03 on the lead, Karian Boulet, Clement Thomas. They are on the lead of this group, but I think they are still leading is Ireland rowing, is Ring Rowing Club from Ireland. But they are very close to each other, so we need to take a closer look to make sure who is leading. Look how wide the group is, how wide they go. Now we are taking a closer look at the Wolfgang Siegel and Valentin Rocher representing Erster Wiener Ruder Club. They are going very wide. I think they need to do a lot of corrections to put themselves in a good position. And we see the Denmark 03 Danske Studentes Row Club, Jakob Lenzing and Emil Lenzing are attacking. I think they are attacking on the second place or even the first. Two minutes 50 seconds are on. They are really close. We are looking forward what's gonna happen on the first turning buoy after 1100 meters of straight line. So they are getting closer and closer to it with every stroke, every touch of the blade. Now we see 40s, Alexis and Aymeric from Association Sportive Kobo Essones. As I said, they are very experienced, they are very, very strong rowers. And now we are taking a very, very nice look from the above, how it looks like before the first turning point. That's gonna be taken in just a seconds. We're gonna see who is gonna take advantage, who is gonna take it the best, who is gonna go aggressively, who is gonna go wide and maintain some speed. We're gonna see which tactic is going to pay off. As I saw on the first blue boat, still leading number 210, we have Ring Rowing Club, Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan. Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan, and the first turning point, yeah, and they are going wide to maintain some speed, but this is in very, very tight angle, and after that still leading Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan.
Panie będą biegać na plaży i dopiero na suchym, na plaży, na piasku.
But they are really getting really close to another team. I think it's Denmark on the boat. Denmark 03. I think that's Jacob and Emil Lenzing. And the France 03. So Kerian Boulet and Clement Thomas are very, very close to the leading Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan. Very, very nice, very, very exciting race so far we are witnessing in Gdansk today. Beautiful weather, beautiful race, very, very exciting, very, very joy to watch. Look at that. 6, even 7 teams we are on the screen now. They are really, really close on these 600 meters straight line to the boy 3.5 meters to the boy number 2. So they're gonna take it very, very soon. Yeah, the Irish Rowing Club, O'Sullivan and Credon went very aggressively. They need a lot of corrections right now to the boy number 3. 600 meters, but there are some clashes, some touches. Who took advantage? Irish, still Ring Rowing Club. Behind them we have a French 02, so Pierrick Ledard and Arthur Sanson, I believe, with number 205. Look at that, look how fast they are, but take a look at the courses the boats have. Now it's a question, who is going right way, who is away of the course and needs a lot of corrections. We're gonna see in a while. 600 meters, it's quite long distance to see. It's not easy to navigate. It's very, very important to navigate well on these endurance. Quick look through the shoulder, and they need to correct their place.
Nie najgorszym rozwiązaniem jest to, że z przodu złym rozwiązaniem
The wind is getting stronger, the waves are getting bigger, but look how close they are. Very, very exciting. Well, I mean, now we see Ring Rowing Club going the closer to us from our point of view. They are going the widest. I think they are a little bit off the course, but it might be part of the tactics, because next boy is not that tight angle. Now we see Denmark 03, so this are Jacob Lenzing and Emil Lenzing. And we see Ruben Padilla and Marcos Salas from Spain, representing Azerbaijan, Bogdan Hradchenko and Murat Sadikov. As I said, they are still really, really close to each other after about this, I think, 1,700 meters maybe also. They are still very, very close. There is still everything can happen. especially if you take a look at the
18 osób.
positions from third to sixth. They are really close to each other. They're gonna be at the boy number 3, just together, really close to each other. It's not comfortable position to take on that boy. And they are getting closer to the boy number 3. After that, 315 meters straight line to the boy number 4, sorry, where we're gonna have uh, a time being measured. We're gonna see who is at the lead. We'll make sure about that. But very, very close. As I said, going wide by a ring rowing club represented by Creedon and O'Sullivan might be not the best idea, because they are now being called by the France 03, I believe, France 03. So Kieran Boulet and Clement Thomas from Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Omer, just not even a half of length lead for ring rowing club from Ireland on the third place. Between second and the third place, there's about 2 lengths right now.
Tak mniej więcej 23-24 minuty.
And they are getting closer to the boy number 4. They need to spin around that boy and go on the second lap towards the boy that they were next to at the first. So it's very technical, very important place of the race. This spin, we're gonna see they are going. How is it going? They are going very aggressively. Look at that, how aggressively is being taken by the Société Nautique de la Baie de Santo, Boulay and Thomas. And now they are on the straight line, 735 meters, and I think they are pulling very, very hard. They're gonna be very, very soon on the lead. And now we are taking a look at the times.
Kilometrowy, który sprawi, że jeszcze zrobią jedną nawrotkę do Gdyni, jeszcze zapętlą ten dystans po to, żeby na mecie wszystko się zgadzało, żeby to było 6 kilometrów. No i proszę, wydaje się na tych skrótach, że to jest bardzo blisko. City Tower widzieliśmy, Francuzi i Irlandczycy. Pierwsza załoga.
French and Ireland are really close to each other still. Ring rowing club, Creedon and O'Sullivan next to Boulay and Thomas from Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Omer are on the lead of today's final of Club Coastal Men's Double Scull. They are on the straight line, 733 meters to the boy number 5 and another turn. I think the French team Société Nautique, Boulay and Thomas are better navigating so far. They are in better position before the next turn. After that turn, again 350 meters straight line toward the the next boy. And we are hoping to get a look from the drone how it's looking like on the positions 5th, 3rd, 4th, and etc.
Do trenowania, czego świadectwo panowie dają dzisiaj, prowadząc, ale to nawet nie jest długość jednej łodzi przed reprezentantami Irlandii.
I think now the French side, Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Omer, Thomas and Boulay are leading for about a length also in front of the ring rowing club, Creedon and O'Sullivan from Ireland. But there's still everything open. There are still a lot of time, still a lot of distance to cover. The weather is still good. There is no big changes. The rollers are coming towards the beach. The waves aren't big. Yeah, but we are seeing someone is trying to join that race. He's going to say hello, I'm here too, on the third place, but just went off our screen and I wasn't able to see who was that.
Fran-
Yeah, and we are now after boy number 5 being taken already by three teams of the Club Coastal Men's Double Sculls today's race during 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships in Gdansk, still leading boat number 205 Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amayo, Kerian Boulet and Clément Thomas from France. On second place are rowing Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan from Ring Rowing Club representing Ireland. I think it's about a length and a half lead by French side at this time, and the going on the third team is trying to join the race for the golden medal that is still in the reach of the hand. And another straight line consisting of 350 meters is about to, we are getting a closer look. There are differences are not big next to each other. Boats are coming next to each other. One mistake, one better turn can change a lot, and now they are 600 meters straight line before the turning point number 7 right now for French side, still leading Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amayo, Kerian Boulet and Clément Thomas just behind them about 2 lengths, losing by about 2 lengths, Ring Rowing Club, Credon and O'Sullivan. And on the third and the fourth place, I'm not sure who is this. I'm not gonna judge to be wrong, but third and fourth are really close to each other, and I think it's gonna be very, very important part of this race, because now after the after the boy number 7 and number 8, there is no need of doing a big corrections of navigation. You can maintain a lot of speed if you do it right way. You can earn a lot by that. The wind is getting stronger, the waves are getting a bit bigger for now as I'm looking at the sea, at the Brzeźno beach we are on. Very, very sunny day, very, very nice. A little bit windy, wind getting stronger. We're gonna see who can handle this wind and these bigger waves better, who feels that water, who gonna take advantage of that. The French side, Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amayo, Boulet, Kerian and Clément Thomas are still on the lead of today's race during Club Coastal Men's Double Sculls, a final on endurance 6 kilometers. Now we are looking from the other point of view, but it's a little bit too dark to take a look at the signs on the boats to look who is that. Yeah, and next turning point, that's turning point number 7, being taken by Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amayo, Kerian Boulet and Clément Thomas. They are now approaching the next turning point. It will be point number 8. We're gonna have a time measure after that point. Yeah, look at that, really close on the 3rd and 4th position. I think they're going for 4th. Look at that, the navigation, as I said, navigation is very, very important. Going on the 3rd place, I think they need a lot of corrections for 100 meters. 4 kilometers are covered already, so 2 kilometers remaining. So there's still some time, so nothing is over for now. We still can see changes if someone makes a mistake. As I said, the wind get a little bit stronger, the waves are getting bigger, but still, as we can see now, they are far away in the sea. So we on the beach, on the shore, we can see these waves bigger than but they can feel them the same way how we can see them now. On the grandstand already some audience came in. Hopefully they're gonna cheer up when the first athletes arrive. Yeah, and the boy number 8 is being taken by the leaders from France, Société Nautique de la Baio, by the Saint Amayo, Boulay and Thomas. And now coming on the second ring rowing club, and we are looking who is on the 3rd and 4th place. Yeah, on the 3rd we have Association Sportive Corbeil Essonnes, so Fautier Alexis and Fautier Aymeric. And on the 5th we have Real Clubs Regatas Alicante from France, Ruben Padilla and Marcos Salas. That's first 4 teams. On the 5th, Rowing Club Baku from Azerbaijan, Bogdan Hladchenko and Murad Sadihov. That's opening 5. On the 6th, Club de Aviron de Barneville Carteret from France, represented by Pierrick Ledard and Arthur Sanson. Last, I think, for the leading Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Mayo, Kerian Boulay and Clementos, it's about 1500 meters. They are now leading for about 3, maybe 4 lengths in front of Rowing Club from Ireland, Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan, but just behind them are following Société Nautique de la Baie de Santa. No. It's been 10 seconds lead Société Nautique de la Baie de Santa Maria over the Rowing Club from Ireland. It's 19:31.826 seconds. On the 3rd place we had Association Sportive Corbeil Essonnes, losing 10 seconds to the 2nd place, Fautier and Fautier. On the 5th place, Rowing Club Baku from Azerbaijan. So the first opening 4 are really close, especially places 3rd and 4th.
Konkurencja olimpijska w miejsce dotychczasowego wioślarstwa kategorii.
So we are looking especially forward the fight for the bronze medal, because the Association Sportive Corbeil Essonnes and Real Club Regatas Alicante are really close to each other, still leading. Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amario Keren Boulet and Clement Thomas from France. Behind them we are having Noel Creedon and Neil O'Sullivan from Ring Rowing Club. On the third place already were Alexis Fautier and Emeric Fautier from Association Sportive Corbel-Essonnes. On the fifth place we have Marcos Salas and Ruben Padilla from Real Club Regatas Alicante. On the fifth place Rowing Club Baku, Murat Sadikov and Bogdan Hladchenko. Boy number 5 taken now 500 meters, 520 meters of straight line to the next turning point. That is going to be turning point number 10 of today's race on 10 course. Yeah, they are very, very good navigating. They are going to take it a little bit, but now they are making some corrections, Boulet and Thomas. But I think they are still having a comfortable place, comfortable lead over Ring Rowing Club.
Ależ są potwornie zmęczeni. Ale ta fala zdaje się przeszkadzać.
24 minutes of our race behind us. So I think it's about 4 minutes. We're gonna have them on the beach. They are now heading to the chicane after the boy number 10 chicane and the last straight line 230 meters. So it's very, very important to get a good position before that chicane. I think the leading French side from Société Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amaro and being on the second place Ring Rowing Club from Ireland, they are comfortable. But if the Association Sportive Corbel-Essonnes on the third and on the fourth Real Club Regatas Alicante, they're gonna be really close to each other. Few strokes and they are on the straight line 100 meters before boy number 11 and before the last straight line to the finish area on the beach, and they are now on it, their last turn of today's race. And now it's important to get a good navigation, and they are they are in a very good position. They are going straight at the finish line. And Ireland side Ring Rowing Club is already on the last line, and I can see the third team, third and fourth. They are very close. Oh, I think the Société Nautique de la Baie Saint-Amaro lost a little bit of their pace. They're going wide. Club Coastal Men double sculls is about to end in seconds. As I said, about 28, about even 20 over 27 seconds already on the beach. Yeah, Boulen, Kieran Boulet with a dive hits the buzzer. 26 minutes and over 50 seconds. Going on the second, we are having Noah Creedon representing Ring Rowing Club on the third place, representing Association Sportive Corbel-Essonnes for here on the fourth place, representing Denmark. We are having Lensing from Gdansk Studenters Club. And next athletes are approaching the finish line. I think this will be Azerbaijan side. Yeah, Azerbaijan side of the fifth place, I believe. And another athlete, Sanson from the France, Arthur Sanson, Club de Aviron de Mer,
Francji na mecie
and
i
we see
Włosi ścigają się do samego
we
końca
see
z Hiszpanami.
another Palermo SC being chased by Paneles, who is representing Club de Mar, Club del Ilot El Campello, and we see now from Austria and I think it was Viking Bregenz. Now very tight, great race being happened in front of us as the finish is being approached by the other next teams. So once again, on the first place, representing Societe Nautique de la Baie de Saint-Amayo, winning of the gold medal during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championship during Gdansk in Gdansk 2024. On the second place, finish representing Ring Rowing Club Noel Credon and Neil O'Sullivan. On the third place, Alexis Fautier and Émeric Fautier for the Association Sportive Corbel Essonnes. On the fourth place, as I remember, were Ruben Padilla and Marcos Salas from Real Club Regattas Ali Kantei. On the fifth place, Rowing Club Baku, Bogdan Hradczenko and Murad Sadikov.
Mega radość oraz warunki były całkiem przyjemne. Już jestem przyzwyczajony po dniu wczorajszym, więc wszystko zgodnie z planem.
Sama przyjemność, wicemistrzowie Europy Noel Credon, Noel O'Sullivan, congratulations! Second place is like a first place. To jest podium Mistrzostw Europy. Spotkamy się z panami dzisiaj o godzinie 17:30.
As the next athletes from the club Coastal Men doubles cars are finishing, we are start to look forward. Yeah, some people already got it, and the grandstand is going to get a little bit louder right here, but we like that. We really enjoy when the stands are, when the grandstand is full. What is, I think there's about a couple of people who got it now. They are enjoying the races today, and now our next start is going to be in 10 minutes. Coastal Men solo with 14 athletes on the lists.
Od dzisiejszych finałów najbardziej prestiżowa rywalizacja, bo o Mistrzostwa Europy Teamów Narodowych. Tutaj będzie ścigała się 14 zawodników reprezentujących nie kluby, ale swoje kraje. No i w tej stawce dwóch reprezentantów Polski, Kacper Polański i Maciej Zawojski. Zatem będzie komu kibicować, choć kibicujemy tym wszystkim dzielnym chłopakom, wspaniałym paniom, które pokazują, jak cudowną konkurencją, jak wiele emocji może dostarczyć Josiarstwo morskie. Za chwileczkę dokonamy prezentacji uczestników wyścigu na 6 km o Mistrzostwo Europy męskich jedynkach.
In about 9 minutes, we'll start the Coastal Men's Solo. And the teams, or rather athletes, are from Poland, Kacper Polański, from Spain, Franket Montfort Marsh, again from Spain, Saras Cordova Miguel, from Austria,
And on our start list of Coastal Men's Solo, that's gonna start at 10:50. So in about not more than 8 minutes, we are having, representing Poland, Kacper Polański on the first lane. On the second lane, Marc Monfort-Franquet. On the third lane, Miguel Cordoba Salas, both from Spain. On the fourth lane, representing Austria, Leopold Wiesinger. On the fifth lane, representing Finland, Joel Naukarinen. On the 6th place, representing Great Britain, Charles Cousins. On the 7th place, Dennis Gustafsson, 8th place, 8th lane. Eskil Bok, they are both representing Sweden. On the 9th lane, Gabriele Loconsole from Italy. On the 10th lane, Maciej Zaworski from Poland. 11th lane, representing Ireland, Killen Mannix. 12th lane, Malte Hein from Germany. On the third lane, number 13, John Barry from Ireland. And on last 14 lane, representing Switzerland, Kurt Struzina. We are especially looking for, obviously, Polish athletes. Kacper Polański on the lane number 1 and on the Maciej Zaworski on the lane number 10. But we are having on the lane number 2, Mark Monfort Franquet he was on the 4th place in Barletta last year during World Rowing Championships. On the 5th place finished Gabriel Loconsole, who is going to take part in this race on 9th starting lane. We are having also Joel Naukarinen from Finland. He is on 5th starting lane and finished last year in Barletta on 11th.
Miejsce na trybunie i to wszystko oglądać sobie z perspektywy właśnie tej trybuny, patrząc na olbrzymi telebim, na którym idealnie widać to, co dzieje się, no niekoniecznie na pełnym morzu, ale na Zatoce Gdańskiej. Tam już za chwilę, już za 5 minut zacznie się kolejny wyścig, pierwszy w ramach naszej 4-dniowej imprezy o Mistrzostwo Europy. Rywalizować będą reprezentanci swoich krajów. Do tej pory to były klubowe Mistrzostwa Europy i to wszystko w takiej rotacji odbywać się będzie niezmiennie na tym samym dystansie 6 km, ale jak widzieliśmy w przypadku dwójki, w ekspresowym tempie się dzieje poniżej 30 minut, a na mecie wszyscy pojawili się w czasie poniżej 33 minut, około 33. Teraz będzie troszeczkę wolniej, bowiem para będzie szła nie tylko z ramion partnera, ale wyłącznie panowie skazani na własną siłę, na własny pomysł na rozgrywanie tego wyścigu. Gdy zaczynaliśmy o 9 rano, tutaj była płaska ta powierzchnia wody, a teraz mamy dosyć ostrą falę, dosyć mocną, dosyć silny ten prąd, który na tej ostatniej prostej do brzegu troszkę może pomagać, ale na dystansie może bardzo, bardzo przeszkadzać.
The wind is getting stronger, the waves are getting bigger before the start of Coastal Men's Solo during the European 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships being held in Gdansk, Poland this year. As I said, the waves are getting stronger. We're gonna see if it's gonna help or gonna be a problem for the athletes, because if it's gonna help when you are rowing towards the beach, because it helps, as it can be a problem when you are turning on the other side. We're gonna see what the tactics is going to happen. As we see in previous races, it's very, very important to make yourself comfortable, especially on the beginning of the race, on the first straight line, that 1100 meters before the buoy number 1. We saw how much collision may change, how much you can earn if you avoid these collisions on your course. Athletes are getting on their places. About 3 minutes to start. And we have a start list for the final A. As I said, 14 athletes are taking part in the 2 representing Poland, 2 from Spain, 2 from Sweden, 2 from Ireland, 1 from Switzerland, 1 from Germany, 1 from Italy, 1 from Great Britain, and 1 from Finland and Austria. Just 2 minutes before the start of coastal men solo during our championships that been taken in Gdansk. It's first time we have such a event in Gdansk and this European Championship. Gdansk is the city with the unique history. It's really, really beautiful, one of the beautiest cities in our country. Very, very worth to visit, spend some time. Just for some reason, it's been a destination point from billions of the visitors every year, every holiday. Just less than a minute, athletes are already taking their positions, and we are waiting for the horn that signals us a start. And the race started. Final A of Coastal Men Solo during 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships in Gdansk. We're gonna see who is gonna take a lead early on the first straight line, 1100 meters before the first turning point. They're gonna take turn their right hand side, taking the buoy by the right side. We're gonna see how it's gonna look like after the first meters. Now we can see they are spread, they are not close to each other, but they still have some time. The navigation is very, very important on the first buoy, because 1100 meters the buoy is barely seen. It's important to find that point to follow, find that point to get on and get good straight line to the place where you want to go. We can see Gabriel Loconsola on the lead. I'm not sure if he's leading on the whole race, but he's clearly first on this group. Yeah, we are now looking on the lane number 8, Eskil Bog. Next to him, as I said, Gabriel Loconsola. And now from the drone, and we can see the athletes separate into 2 big groups, and the one guy is going by himself alone on our left hand side. As we can see, I think it was Kacper Polański representing Poland. I think it was lane number 1, and we are taking a closer look at the race. We've seen representing Great Britain Charles Cousins, who started on the lane number 6.
Zdążymy u nas start do ostatniego wyścigu o 16:20.
The athletes are still really, really close to each other. The risk of collision is still. They need to put really, really big attention to that, to avoid those mistakes that can cost them a lot, that can cost them medals, because now we are in a fight of the gold medal for the Coastal Men Solo. As we can see, most of them have the same tactic: long, strong strokes. As the weather is, the wind is calmed down, the wind isn't too strong today, the waves aren't too big just for now, because it changes from time to time. The wind's getting a bit stronger, and getting a bit tricky. The first turning point is away from the beach, so the waves are problematic for them. They need to overcome the waves pushing them towards the beach and go the opposite way. I think on the edge, I think the Gabriel Loconsole is on the lead, but I'm not so sure about that. Next to him, I expect. Oh, we are now looking at Poland 01, so it will be Maciej Zawojski representing Poland, boat number 132. They are getting closer to the first turning point. We're gonna see what the tactics they have. Going wide and maintain some speed before the buoy number 2, or go aggressively tight to the buoy and get that straight line as fast as possible. Just 1 or 2 strokes of the blades touching the water to get a straight line to the buoy number 2. So about 1100 meters is covered already by them. The next straight line is 350 meters and it's being taken now by the first. We're gonna see. Going wide, I think, is gonna pay off. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, as I said, the leading is Gabriel Loconsole from Italy. On the second place, boat number 137. Now maybe Sweden 01. So it is Dennis Gustafsson going on the head-to-head with Gabriel Loconsole. They are really close to each other. I think there is lead by Loconsole by just about a meter, but it's hard to say from our point of view. On the third place with the boat number 136 is representing Finland, Joel Naukrinen. That's first opening 3 after the first turning point. On the first, Loconsole. On the second, we have Gustafsson. On the third, we have Naukarinen. But as Naukarinen is on the third, they are really close, as we've seen on the back side. They are really close to each other, so the fight for the third place will be very close. And we are about and on the leading boat, next to each other, head to head, Gabriel Loconsole representing Italy, and next to him representing Sweden, Dennis Gustafsson. This is very close race. They are now on the straight line, 600 meters towards the buoy number 3. After that, they are heading for another 350 meters, the buoy number 4. They're going to spin around and go for next 735 meters. Now it looks like Gustafsson is taken over the Loconsole, and I'm trying to take a look who is on the third, fighting for the third place. On the third place, still going, Joel Naukarinen representing Finland, but someone is alongside him, but I wasn't able to see who is fighting Joel on the fight of the bronze medal of the third place for now.
Szósty. 126.
They are still very close to each other. The group is not really spread for too long. Now for a length, Dennis Gustafsson is pulling very, very hard. He feels that he uses advantage of this wind that become a bit stronger for now. He is about a length lead over the Le Console from Italy for now, but not far behind them are on the third or fourth place. Now Karinen and someone just next to him, but we are not seeing everything because look at that, how close they are, almost in straight line from from third to fifth.
Naszego teatru wioślarskiego na stadion letni. W Gdańsku Brzeźnie tutaj odbywa się rywalizacja w ramach Mistrzostw Europy nadzwyczajnej rangi. Impreza pierwszy raz tak wysokiej odbywająca się w Polsce. Takiej rangi odbywająca się na Pomorzu, w Trójmieście i w Gdańsku.
Le Console tries to stay with Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden, who is already leading. He is pulling very, very hard. They are now approaching the boy number 3 and going to turn slightly towards the beach for another 315 meters. That's not a big angle of that boy, not necessary to do huge corrections, and Gustafsson made that turn very, very smooth, very, very nicely, and I think he is now leading for about a length and a half over the Gabriele Le Console from Italy. But look at that, what a fight we are witnessing for the third place. There are 3 athletes, 3 boats really, really close to each other. Yeah, and we see Great Britain, so Great Britain is chasing alongside the Joel Nakarinen, and another one is second Sweden. So we have Borg Eskil. This is a fight for the place number 3. So once again, on the first we have Dennis Gustafsson, on the second Gabriel Le Console. Just behind them, next to each other, we have Joel Nakarinen from Finland, Charles Cousin from Great Britain, and Eskil Borg from the Sweden. And the Gustafsson is already the boy number 4. He's gonna spin around that, and just behind him Le Console. We're gonna see how they handle that. Gustafsson again, very, very smooth turn. He quickly made just 1 or 2 strokes. He's on the line. He needs a bit correction. I think Le Console did it better, made better navigation, better turn, and made himself a little bit closer to the leading Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden. Le Console is not going to give up. He finished on the 5th place last year in Barletta, Italy, so he is going to fight until the end. He's going to fight with Gustafsson for that gold medal. So what a great race so far, what a great race for the first position between Le Console and Gustafsson, and very, very nice, interesting fight for the third place. But as I saw now, yeah, we can see they are by the line. So on the third place we have Gustafsson, on the second we have from Italy Le Console, on the third place Eskil Borg has moved, taking over Joel Nakarinen from Finland and Charles Cousin from Great Britain.
Bardzo wysoko. W trójce jest także Gabriel Le Console, reprezentant Włoch. Ale to wszystko jest dopiero na wysokości 1/3.
Gustafsson and Le Console, Le Console and Gustafsson, they are still leading, they are fighting, they are head to head on the lead of today's Coastal Men Solo A finish 6K course during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships in Gdansk, Poland 2024. I think we are gonna be witnesses of very interesting, very tight finish. Look how hard Lokon Sole is pulling. Look how hard he is trying to take over the Gabriel Gustafsson, overtake Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden. Now Lokon Sole is about half a meter behind the Gustafsson, and now they are even. They are very close to each other. Look at that. That's a long straight line, 435 meters, and they are now heading towards the buoy number 5. And Lokon Sole has overtaken Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden. Now he is leading for about a length or more, and they are about to be very soon on the 5th turning point. As I said, Lokon Sole was 5th in Barletta, and they are now on the turning point, and they deal with that perfectly, very smooth. Just few strokes and he is on the course. I think he is now on the straight line towards to the buoy number 6. 350 meters straight line to the next turning point. Gustafsson and Lokon Sole. Lokon Sole and Gustafsson. Lokon Sole is now leading, but Gustafsson sticks very close to him. Gustafsson is still willing to overtake the Lokon Sole. Quick look over the shoulder. Lokon Sole. Gustafsson sees the Lokon Sole is working very hard. He's trying to escape him, but remember that after that rowing part, we still have a beach sprint final. So the jelly legs, if the Lokon Sole is working very hard, the jelly legs might be a problem for him on the beach, that they may approach next to each other. So we are hoping to see really great race until the end, until the buzzer on the finish line. On the 3rd place, still going, representing Sweden, Borg Eski. So we have in opening 3 on the 1st place, representing Italy, Gabriel Lokon Sole. Going on the 2nd, Dennis Gustafsson. On the 3rd place, Eskil Borg. Both are from Sweden. Just behind Eskil on the 4th and 5th place, we expect to see Joel Naukarinen and Charles Cousins. Naukarinen is representing Finland, Cousins is representing Great Britain, and they are now at the next turning point. I believe it's turning point number 6, and after that 600 meters of straight line before turning point number 7. Look at that, how close. Oh, the collision between them. They went too close to each other, but no, they stick together. Look at that, look how Gustafsson is trying to overtake the Lokon Sole on the bottom, on the right side of our screen right now. We don't see the boy that they are targeting right now. I remember this is 600 meters, that's such a long straight line. It's important to get a good position to that, because if you get yourself on the wrong side of even on the wrong position, it may cause you a place. It may cause you that the another athlete going to overtake you. Now Lokon Sole on 1st, Gustafsson on the 2nd, but Gustafsson seems to be going wide. She's going to maintain some speed, and the turning point they are approaching, the turning point number 7, is in very tight angle. It's quite wide, so I think they can do it very, very nicely and very, very fast. And look at that. Now Gustafsson is pulling stronger. He's trying to get closer to the Lokonsole, and now we see Gabriel Eskil Borg from the Sweden. He's on the third place, and now look at that. They are even right now after about 4 kilometers next to each other, head to head, side by side, blade to blade. Lokonsole and Gustafsson, Dennis Gustafsson, Sweden, and Gabriel Lokonsole. What a final, what a race during our Coastal Men solo final during European Rowing Coastal and Bridge Sprint Championships. Yeah, and we can see now the boy, the turning point number 7. I think the Gustafsson is in better position. He has better angle. I think the Lokonsole is going to go very, very tight to the boy. He is going to lose some boat speed. We're gonna see in a while how he's gonna handle that. And very, very soon we're gonna see how it looks like just after them on the places from the 3rd to the 5th and so on, because we have a timing mat we will see hopefully in a few minutes after 4,365 meters. I think the Lokonsole and Gustafsson are about 300 meters from that point that is located at point number 8 right now for them. Yeah, and now we see a bigger picture. Still Lokonsole and Gustafsson are really, really close to each other. The 3rd place and the 4th place are still very close. On the 3rd place, still going Eskil Borg. On the 4th place, we have Charles Cousins from Great Britain. So obviously, Joel Naukarinen probably had some problems because we still not see. I think that's representing Poland. Maciej Zawojski. Now we have number 115. And we are waiting to see where Joel Naukarinen from Finland is. And now we are looking again at the leading two of today's race. Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden is already leaning for about 2 lengths, maybe length and a half over the Gabriel Lokonsole representing Italy. They have, I would say, huge advantage ahead of going on the 3rd place representing Sweden, Eskil Borg, who is really, really close to whom really, really close is Charles Cousins from Great Britain. And now they are approaching. Yeah, we can see that leading with for about 7 seconds over Gabriel Lokonsole is Dennis Gustafsson. Dennis Gustafsson's 21 minutes 12 seconds. Gabriel Lokonsole 21 minutes 19 seconds. On the 3rd place we have Eskil Borg 21 minutes 33 seconds. And on the 4th, as I said, Charles Cousins from Great Britain 21 minutes 48 seconds. Now 770 meters of straight line. On the 5th place, as I said, representing Poland, Maciej Zawojski. Very, very nice, very, very good race for him so far. We are looking for how it looks later on. On the 6th place, we are having Miguel Cordoba Salas. And on the 7th place, representing Ireland, Kellan Mannix. On the 8th place, representing Spain, Marc Monfort-Franquet. So first, opening 8, already after the 2nd timing point. Still leading Dennis Gustafsson, but he is not leading so far in front of Gabriele Lokonsole from Italy. on the 9th place, I see representing Germany, Malte Hein. We are looking forward who is next. Yeah, on the 10th place, representing Austria, Leopold Wiesinger. And we are now looking, now we see on the screen Dennis Gustafsson is still pulling very, very strong, pulling very, very hard. He is still leading, and I think he's leading more and more over the Gabriel Loconsole from Italy. So Gabriel, if you wanna take that gold medal, it's time to attack. About 1,000 meters before they approach the finish line that's located on the Brzeźno beach in Gdansk. Very, very beautiful landscape, very beautiful neighborhood, perfect place to host such a event. And we have on 11th place, representing Finland, Joel Naukarinen. He was on the 3rd place for some time. Now we have seen him maybe some troubles, maybe some collision we didn't see on the screen, but something probably secure that bronze medal for Great Britain, but it won't be easy because it's in getting closer and closer to the beach, closer and closer to the finish line. So it's time we're gonna know everything in just couple of minutes. I think about a minute and a half or something like that. They are now really close enough. If I stand up for a while, yeah, I can see them. They are getting closer, still in front. Dennis Gustafsson, and yeah, he's in front for about, I think, 4 or 5 lengths over the Gabriel Loconsole. So Gustafsson is working very hard to secure that gold medal during European Rowing Coast and Beach Sprint Championships. On the second, for now, is going representing Italy, Gabriele Loconsole. But look at that, what's gonna happen on the fight for the bronze medal between Eskil Borg and Charles Cousins. They are really close to each other. They're gonna to enter the chicane probably together. The chicane is very difficult, very technical part of the course. So we're gonna see who is gonna take advantage them. I think the Charles Cousins is more experienced, so that make him in a better place. But on the other hand, Eskil is younger, probably stronger, one. But look at that, how close they are. But still, Gustafsson, he is now on the last turning point, last 230 meters, last straight line to the beach. Dennis Gustafsson is going for the golden medal. Just behind him, Gabriele Loconsole from Italy is already on the last straight line, as well as Gustafsson. And we are looking what is going on the third place between Borg and Cousins, because they are very close to each other. They are now on the last straight point. I think Cousins tried to go too close to the boy, too close to the turning point. Touch that barely stopped. He lost a lot of speed, a lot of boat speed. As now Dennis Gustafsson, Dennis Gustafsson already on the dismount point, already on the beach. The audience is cheering, is clapping their hands. Dennis Gustafsson, European World Champion, coastal man solo during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships. On the second place, very strong sprint, Gabriele Loconsole on the second place. Gustafsson, Loconsole. And gonna see who's gonna be on the third, and I see who's gonna be third. It's Eskil Borg, representing Sweden, going on the third place, securing that bronze medal. And I think Charles Cousins, he received a penalty that he missed. He's going back to the penalty box for now. And now we see approaching the... Yeah, it's our representing Poland, Maciej Zawojski. I think he gonna finish on the fourth place. Bali made it nearly really close to the bronze medal. Maybe next time. Maciej Zawojski, Polish athlete on the Polish side. And now we see the next athlete on the beach. We have Salas representing Spain, Miguel Cordoba Salas on the finish line, finishing on the 5th place. And now another athlete I see running to us, and it's Killen Mannix representing Ireland on the 6th place of the today's coastal men solo. And we have on the 7th, after the penalty, representing Great Britain, Charles Cousin. On the 8th we have Montfort Marc Franquet from the Spain. So 7 of 14 athletes already on the finish line of the coastal men's solo final on the 6K course. Just remind you, European champion at the 6K distance endurance is Dennis Gustafsson from Sweden. On the 2nd place, getting a silver medal finish, Gabriel Loconsole, and on the 3rd place finish Eskil Borg from the Sweden. On the 4th we had representing Poland, Maciej Zawojski. Now on the 8th place we have Leopold Wiesinger from Austria. And now we see next athletes getting closer to the beach of the dismount point. I see Finland, so it has to be Joel Naukarinen. Joel already on the beach, sprinting to the finish line, but just behind him Kacper Polański getting off the boat, and Kacper is going to try to overtake him. Let's take a look. Very, very close, very tight finish for Kacper Polański, but I think he finished in the 9th place. 10th, sorry, 9th was Joel, now Karinen representing Finland.
So with us, we have the winner of this race. For the major part, the competition was very even and cutthroat. How did you manage to gain such a advantage of yours?
I tried to push in the headway gas to try to take my lead there, so I feel stronger there.
As the next athletes are entering the beach to finish their race. As you can see, Johnny Barry on 11th place, and just right after him, no, I think that's the last two. John Barry, you're gonna see in a while on the official tables, but for now, John Barry from Ireland and Kurt Struzina from Switzerland, they are both in the finish line, and all the athletes have already finished their race of the Coastal Men solo. So we are moving now to the next start that's gonna take place in about less than six minutes. Now we are looking forward to the Club Coastal Women's Coxed Quadruple Sculls. 8 teams gonna enter that race. 4 of them are from Ireland. On the 3rd line, representing Arklow RC, we have David Hussey. David was commentating alongside me during our first start. He's gonna be back later on, but for now we are gonna cheer him, gonna wish him all the best during his start, where he will be a cox in the women quad squad. It's worth to mention that it's not very often to happen to see a man cox at the women's squad as he is doing. We are going to have 8 teams doing our final that's going to start at 11:30. Club Coastal Women Coxed Quadruple Squads. On the first line from Great Britain, Jersey Rowing Club. Next, Ireland. On the lines 2 and the 3 from teams from Ireland. On the lane number 4, we are having Netherlands side KZRF Hollandia. On the 5th place, we have Polish side Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy. 6th lane, Gdansk Studenters Row Club. On the 7th lane, Kilmaximon Swimming and Rowing Club. And the 8th line, Gully Flash Rowing Club.
Ze sternikiem. Żeńskie czwórki ze sternikiem, dystans 6 km, w stawce 8 osad. Rywalizować będą reprezentacje Wielkiej Brytanii, Irlandii pierwszej, Irlandii czwartej, Holandii pierwszej, reprezentacja Polski, a dokładniej Stowarzyszenia Olimpijskie Wygrywamy, Dania pierwsza, Irlandia trzecia i Irlandia druga.
And in 3 minutes, we start Club Coastal Women's Coast Quadruple Sculls. And the teams are from Great Britain, Jersey Rowing Club, from Ireland, Carindoo Rowing Club, from Ireland once again, Passage West RC, from Netherlands, KZRV Hollandia, from Poland, Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy, from Denmark, DSR, from Ireland, Swimming and Rowing Club, and once again from Ireland, Gully Flash Rowing Club.
7 czteroosobowych żeńskich o zadze sternikiem płci obojętnej
ruszą na 6-kilometrowy odcinek o 11:30. 8 osad, w tym mamy aż 4 klubowe osady z Irlandii i przeciwstawić się postarają Turczycy, Polacy, Holendrzy i Brytyjczycy. My kibicujemy oczywiście Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie. Wygrywamy w składzie Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk i Peter Doyle, który będzie czuwał z pozycji sternika nad tym, żeby we właściwym kierunku panie popłynęły.
I w gotowości do startu. Na wysokości plaży w Wieliczkowie.
And the club Coastal Women's Coxed Quadruple Sculls just started. 4 teams from Ireland, 1 from Poland, 1 from Great Britain, 1 from Netherlands and 1 from Denmark are taking part in this race. And we're gonna see who is gonna take a lead early on. As we can see for now, one team, number 404, is trying to attack. I think it's Kiel Makison Swimming and Rowing Club, but I'm not so sure for now. We're gonna hopefully see in a while. It's very, very important to have a good start. Very, very important to put yourself in a good position before that first turning point. But it's really, really far away from the starting line, 1100 meters. So there's still some time to set up in good position, because the first turning point, it's very, very important to have some space, especially in quadruple when you have long boat. Now we see the teams next to each other. Denmark and Netherlands next to each other. We see 7 teams are quite even. 1 is left behind. But no one has taken a visible good lead for now. I think that for now leading are Netherlands with Claire de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn van Aanholt. She was in squad that won a gold medal in Barletta last year. Karin Roberts and Sarah Calf as a Cox in this team. I think they are now, for now, are leading, but we're gonna see in a while if we have a closer picture to what's going on. Another 6K course for the final is being taken during 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championship that being taken in Poland, Gdansk. Beautiful city, beautiful landscape, picturesque, very, Very nice, very nice. And we are very happy to be there, very happy to have a possibility to host such a huge event. And yeah, that's Netherlands on the first place for now. On the I think about halfway through. No, it's even more. They are getting closer to the first turning point. And it's located after 1100 meters from the starting line, and we're gonna see if they're gonna go aggressively or gonna go wide. We've seen the most of the teams were going aggressively on that. Yeah, we have a confirmation that's Netherlands side on the lead. One, I think about one length lead about in front of, I think it's Irish side. Well, problems with connection, as I said. That's this point is located the farthest from the our point, so it's getting lost the connection. But for about length or so is leading Netherlands in squad. Claire de Kock, Margot Leeuwenburg, Lynn van Aarholt, Karin Roberts and Sarah Kaaf as a cogs of their team. They are going to take over the first turning point and go for a second straight line for 3,500 meters. And first turning point is actually being approached by the Netherlands team, Netherlands side during club coastal women cox squad KZAV Hollandia, being represented by Claire de Kock, Margot Leeuwenburg, Lynn van Aanholt and Karin Roberts and Sarah Kaaf on the cox. I think on second place is going both represented by Ireland, where my co-commentator from the previous race, David Hussey, is being coaxed. That squad: Marianne Kent, Niam Lodan, Laura O'Mahony and Miriam Sheehan. They are representing club Elco RC, Kilmackinson RC, Passage West RC, Castletonbury RC and Portmagee RC. I think they are in the second place. I'm gonna to take a closer look to make sure, but I think I have seen David as a cox. The straight line they are now on isn't too long, it's just a 3,500 meters. After that, boy number 2 and 600 meters straight line towards the boy number 3. We're gonna see how it's gonna look like after these next 600 meters. In about 1 kilometer we're going to have a timing point, and you're gonna see what differences are, what is going on. But look at that, they are really tight to each other. Netherlands are leading by about, I think, 1.5 length of both. But between the second and the third place, they are really close. The difference is really small. The gap is really tight. But yeah, look at that. From that point of view, it looks away different. Netherlands is not having such a big advantage. Maybe they made a worse turning point, but look at now on the places from 6 and 7. Oh, very nicely approached boy turning point, and now all the teams are on the straight line. That 600 meters, they are really close to each other. There's no one left behind in the team. I think that whole squads are about 100 meters length. Netherlands is still leading. KZAV Hollandia from Netherlands, NAD 01. Clara de Kock, Margot Leeuwenburg, Lynn van Aarholt Karin Roberts and Sarah Calf as a Cox. On the third place we have a Polish side. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk and Peter Doyle are on the third place, trying to overtake the Irish side going on the second place. I think the Irish side going on the second place is team with David on the Cox, with Maria Kent, Niam Lodan, Laura O'Mahony and Miriam Sheehan, but we're gonna see in a while. But look how close. I think the Polish side is trying as hard as they can to get over them, because they are pulling really hard, very long, hard strokes of the blades going into the water. Netherlands still leading. They are leading till the beginning of the race. They are leading for now. They are now approaching the boy number 3, so they are covered nearly 2,000 meters of that race. So still about 4 to come. A lot can happen, especially when on the places for second and the third, the Polish and the Irish side are really close to each other. It may cause some problems for this side that has worse line towards the boy, worse navigation point.
Drugą pozycję i ruszycie w pościg za prowadzącymi Holenderkami, bo jeśli chodzi o kolorystykę, dużo tam bieli i czerwieni, a zatem być może to reprezentantki Polski, tym bardziej, że nie ma Austriaków, ale pamiętajmy, że to jest rywalizacja klubowa, zatem te barwy narodowe tutaj nie są pierwszorzędne, tylko znaczek, szyld klubowy, bo ku chwale swoich klubów teraz pływają.
KZRV Hollandia on the first. Second, Irish side, Arkov RC and Marian Kent, Kilmakison RC, Niam Lodan, Passage West RC, Laura O'Mahony and Miriam Sheehan from Castle Wombury, being coached by David Hussey for Portmage RC on the third place. Representing Polish side, Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk and as a Cox, Peter Doyle. As we see, they are still really close to each other. The weather is still very nice. The water is calm. There are no strong high waves. So it makes, I think, navigation easier. It's easier to go side by side next to each other, blade to blade, boat to boat. Yeah, very nice pictures we are seeing right now. Perfectly timed, perfectly balanced. Everything works as it should look like. And now we are looking at the Netherlands. Yeah, they after the boy number 4 and 7 seconds behind them, as I said, Irish team with David Hussey as a Cox on the third place going. Polskie Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. We are looking forward who is going to be on the 4th place. They are really tight. I think there's about 8 seconds gap between leading Netherlands team. 8 seconds after them is Irish side with time 11 minutes 3 seconds. 11 minutes 9 seconds. It's time that had Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygramy being on the third, and they are leading for about 22 seconds before the 4th team, that is Danske Studenters Roll Club with 11 minutes 31 seconds, and another 20 seconds after with time 11 minutes 51 seconds. We have another Irish team with Niam Dogan, Gillian Horsford, Lisa Lamont, Dinaka Maguire and Amy Shovlin. We are still looking forward on the 5th. Yeah. On the 6th place we have another Kilmakison Swimming Rowing Club going on the 2nd, representing Great Britain, Jersey Rowing Club, and on the end will be from Ireland, Galley Flash Rowing Club. Still on the phrase, still on the lead, Netherlands side, KZRV Hollandia, Claire de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn Van Aanholt, Karen Roberts and Sarah Kav. Lynn Van Aanholt, as I mentioned before, was a part of quad scull during the Barletta World Cup World Championships last year. So this isn't coincidence. The Netherlands are on the first place. They are working very nicely, working very hard to maintain speed, to maintain that first place. They are now leading for about, I think, 3 lengths also. On the second place we have Irish side with Marianne Kent, Niam Lodan, Laura O'Mahony, Miriam Striney and David Hesse as the cocks, and on the third place, losing by about a length, Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy.
With all our childhood friends. Oh, now oops, I got 99 promising you bye, bye, bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time.
And the Netherlands side after another turning point. I think that's turning point number 5. 3,500 meters of straight line. Going on the second, Irish side on the third. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy, and this is third opening 3 of our Club Coastal Women's Cox Quadloop Sculls final during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships. Now we have a closer look on the Polish side. Peter Doyle as a cox and as team Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko and Barbara Stręk. This is Polish team. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Already on the third place, already going on the third for the bronze medal during European Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships 2024. But I think the Irish side is swimming away, is going away. I think now it's just 2 lengths and some more, not a half a length, 2 and some a bit more. Still leading is Netherlands side, KZRV Hollandia with Claire de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn Van Aanholt, Karen Roberts and Sarah Kav. The water is calm. They are approaching the next turn, number 6. Their right, left hand side, our right. And look how close, look how aggressively they have taken it. Now 600 meters of straight line to the boy number 7. Yeah, and the Irish side is here, going a little bit wider than Netherlands did. Now Polish side very nicely done, very nicely taken. I think they maintained a lot of boat speed that may pay off on this long straight line. I think they're navigating very well. We don't see many corrections being taken by each side. They are going like one next to each other. Look how much good cocks can change during previous races where without a cox in singles or in doubles. The boats were laughing from left to right, trying to get an angle, trying to get locked on that buoy, on that point on the horizon.
Brytyjczyk dostał karę i w związku z tym Maciek dostał bonus w postaci jednego miejsca wyżej. A teraz kibicuje swojej małżonce. No i jak to wszystko z perspektywy człowieka, który otarł się o podium, wygląda w perspektywie być może podium małżonki. Jak to widzisz?
Ciągle trzymam kciuki, ciągle ściskam tutaj mocno, żeby dogoniły gdzieś na któryś boi, może te zawodniczki, które płyną na drugiej pozycji, no bo nadal to nie jest duża odległość, a na Costalu często się zdarzają.
We are about halfway through of our 6K course during Club Coastal Women's Cox quadruple sculls finals in our Gdansk European Championships being taken this year. Nice weather. The waves are smooth, the waves are big, just only small rollers coming to us. So as we see, the athletes doesn't have to fight with high waves, just rollers, and they are going through the course really smooth. Just a touch of a blade and keeping that course. Netherlands still keeping the distance, leading the race. Clara de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn van Aanholt, Karin Roberts and Sarkov going on the first place. On the second, Irish side, Niam Dogan from Kinglass RC, Gillian Horsford from Caimdu Rowing Club, Lisa Lamont from Castlevon Shed, Dineka Maguire from Lagros. They are going further. On the second, we have Kent Lorden, O'Mahony Shina and David Harsey as a Cox on the third place. And for now, bronze medalists are polskie, representing Polish side. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy. Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk, Peter Doyle. That's first opening three teams of today's Club Coastal Women's Cooks Quadruple Final. And we are looking forward because we are getting closer and closer to the next timing point after 4,665 meters. And we're gonna take a look what times are, what's gonna happen next. Looks like the first three is secure, first three is sure, but I'm not sure about who is gonna finish on the second place, as Netherlands looks confident, looks comfortable with their lead. That Irish side is really close with Polish Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy. So there might something happen on the remaining course. That's still about 2,000 meters of rowing to the sea, and after that beach finish. We'll see what's gonna happen in a while. They are now approaching next turning point. I think it's buoy number 8, and after that long distance to cover in the straight line, 770 meters, and we're gonna see what the time is in just couple of seconds. Netherlands are already here. They have gone a bit wider and made a sharp turn to the straight line, and Netherlands with time 20 minutes 35 seconds are still leading our race during this final. We are looking 12 seconds behind them is Irish side, and we are now looking what's the difference between Irish and Stowarzyszenie Wygrywamy. 10 seconds Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy. 10 seconds separates Polish Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie Wygrywamy from the second place and the silver medal that is being held right now by Irish side. Gold is still in hands of Netherlands. We're gonna see last about 1,500 meters to the finish line, to the beach, to the final. In about 30 meters from the shore to this finish line and the buzzer that stops time, and we're gonna see who will be gold medalists, who will be silver and bronze during today's race. We are still waiting for the next place. We have convention on the screen, and on the fourth place with about 45 seconds to the third place, so it's quite a long distance. It will be difficult to catch up by Denmark side. Gdansk Students Law Club with Freya Vass, Tuli Casso, Mona Fenneberg, Sarah Engelberg and Simon Krok on the cox. They are going on fourth place. We are looking how big advantage is for them. It's gonna be big because we still don't have a fifth side. So opening three, representing Netherlands, KZRV Hollandia, Clara de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lina van Aanholt, Karin Roberts and Sarah Calf. On the second place for Irish side, representing Marianne Kent, Arklov RC, Niam Lodan, Kilmackison RC, Laura O'Mahony, Passage West RC, Miriam Sheehan, Castleberry RC, and David Hussey, Portmesh RC on the third place. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Polish side being represented by Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk, and Peter Doyle. And we have fifth team on the our second timing point. It's another Irish side with Miam Dogan, Gillian Horsford, Lisa Lamont, Dineka Maguire, and Amy Shovlin on it. Going on the sixth place, another Irish side, Kilmackison Swimming and Rowing Club. Going on seventh place, British side, Jersey Rowing Club. And going on the eighth and last place of today's final for now is Galley Flash Rowing Club from Ireland. And we have another look at the opening three of today's finals in the club Coastal Women Coxed Quadruple Sculls. Netherlands still leading. They are leading from the beginning. They are leading still. I think they not gonna let that. They don't gonna let anyone take over these gold medals. They gonna take them for themselves. Going on the second Irish side and on the third still Polish. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Still very nice weather, very little, very small wind, very small waves, and another buoy is being taken. That's buoy number 9, and now 520 meters. They are now heading straight at the beach, straight to the chicane, Chicane may decide who is gonna be on the silver medal, but I think the difference between the silver and being silver medalist from now Irish side and being on the third Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy is about a length and a half. So I don't think that Irish side, being led by very experienced cox David Hussey, they're not gonna let the Polish side to take these silver medals from that, but we're gonna see that in a while as they appear in a chicane and after that in the last straight line. They are now on the straight line that is 520 meters before the chicane to the beach, and to the run they still have remaining about 700 meters. After this is 700 meters of on the water. They still have about 30 meters of run from the shore, from the dismount point to the finish line. And the Netherlands, KZFV Hollandia are leading very nicely. This is about 6 lengths for now. I think they're not gonna give that up. They're not gonna waste that advantage they made over and over since the beginning of our race on the 6K course. And they are on the chicane, very quickly taken first 10. Right side has now 150 meters to the last buoy, to the last turning point, and after that 230 meters of straight line to the shore, to the beach where the dismount point is being located, and they will be very Netherlands side KZFV Hollandia leading by now. And now on the last turning point there are another on the second place representing Ireland, Irish side with David Hussey at the cox, and just behind them Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy, going on the third place. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. They gonna try to fight. They gonna attack on the silver. They not gonna give that easy. But the Netherlands side, Netherlands team with Claire de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn Van Aanholt, Karen Roberts, Sarah Kauf. I can say now, they are gold medalists. They have claimed it, they have did it, they have taken it. Gold medal with Club Coastal Women's Coxed Quadruple Sculls. They are on the beach, last meters. And Claire de Kock on the finish line, claiming gold medal from the side. And they are second team representing Ireland, Niam Dogan, Marianne Kent on the beach and on the finish line, securing for them the silver medal. And now representing Polish, Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy with gold medal. Agnieszka Zawojska, bronze medal from Polish, Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. So in the first place, once again, KZRV Hollandia, Claire de Kock, Margot Levenberg, Lynn Van Aanholt, Karin Roberts and Sarah Kauf. They are gold medalists of today Club Coastal Women Cox Quadruple Sculls final. On the second place, getting silver medal, Marianne Kent, Niam Lodan, Laura O'Mahony, Miriam Sheehan, David Hussey. They are having a silver medal. And the bronze medalists are representing Polish side. Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Agnieszka Zawojska, Susan Doyle, Marta Wieliczko, Barbara Stręk and Peter Lloyd. And now fourth team of today's final quad women is on the beach. From the Denmark, Gdansk Studenters Rock Club. They are just now on the finish line, 30 minutes and 9 seconds. And on the last straight line we are having the fifth team of today's race, representing Ireland. We gonna see in a while Ireland 01. So Niam Dogan, Gillian Horsford, Lisa Lamont, Dineka Maguire and Amy Chauvelin. They are on the fourth place, barely missing the bronze medal. They are very, very close to the bronze medal, to the podium. That not today, not this time, not during European Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships in Gdańsk.
Igrzysk Olimpijskich może przesiądą się tutaj na te łódki nieco cięższe, które rywalizują na otwartych morzach. I kolejne osady dobijają do brzegu i kolejne panie dobiegają tutaj po to, żeby obwieścić światu, swoim kibicom, że oto pokonały dystans 6 km w znakomitych humorach. Musimy jeszcze o jedną rzecz zapytać, w którym momencie te endorfiny się wytrącają, od którego momentu nie czuć zmęczenia, a czuć wyłącznie szczęście, bo wszystkich, których spotykamy i przepytujemy tutaj na mecie, to właśnie emanują, epatują szczęściem i proszę, w jakiej formie, w jakiej kondycji kończą rywalizację rzutem na taśmę. Przybiły obie panie? Przybiły nawet 2 razy. Brawo, reprezentantka Wielkiej Brytanii i Great Britain na mecie. To są, zdaje się, nie, mieliśmy tylko jedną brytyjską osadę. Irlandia, tak, to są takie
kolorystyki, karnacji, jak biało-czerwone. W takiej formie i humorze są na mecze, to się cieszymy. Jako my. Biało-czerwoni kibicujemy naszym dzisiaj już spełnieni, bo Stowarzyszenie Olimpijskie wygrywamy. Zakończyły panie rywalizację na 3. stopniu podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, in approximately 5 minutes, we will start Coastal Women's Solo. The teams are the athletes as follows. From Ireland, Jordan Senna. From Italy, Conzarini Annalisa. From Finland, Rautola Giamaria. Once again from Finland, Karvinen Eva. From Azerbaijan, Dimchenko Diana. From Ireland, Lukanska Monika. From France, Vera Jessica. From Austria, Loki Katrina. And once again from France, the George Salmon.
And again, wind is getting a bit stronger, but we are about 5 minutes from our next start. It will be Coastal Women's Solo, and we have 9 athletes competing in it final, with Zena Jordan from Ireland, Annalisa Conzarini from Italy, Tia Maria Rautora from Finland, Eva Karpinen from Finland, Diana Dymchenko from Azerbaijan, Monika Dukarska from Ireland, Jessica Berra from France, Katarina Lobbing from Austria, and Salomon Degeorges from France. I'm looking forward for a great race. 9 athletes, 9 women during this final upcoming, starting in about 4 minutes. And we see on the start list few recent medalists from Barletta last year, with Monika Dukarska, Diana Dymchenko, Jessica Berra, and Eva Karpinen. So lanes from 4th to 7th, we should pay special attention to them, because we are looking for especially them. Or maybe someone could surprise us and take up that early lead and don't give up that later on, because as we've seen in previous races, it's very, very important to get strong start, to get a good starting position, and it's very, very oftenly continued that lead from the start to the end of the race. Of course, if nothing bad happens, meantime, as we've seen in the first B final, when the Austria side was clashed with the others and lost first place to the Denmark side, who won this race. So 10 minutes after 10, we are starting with Coastal Women Solo. some audience already gathered in the grandstand watching today's races. We are in the Gdansk, in the Polish city at the sea. It's capital of the Pomorskie Voivodeship. Gdańsk is a city with unique history, has a great impact on this contemporary landscape. For centuries, it has been a meeting point where diverse cultures, people, and traditions have formed a unique community. Just 2 minutes, as we can see, the athletes are already getting in the places, getting their spots. Starting, Zena Jordan from Ireland, Annalise Kozzarini from Italy, Tia Maria Rautola from Finland, Eva Karpinen from Finland, Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan, Monika Dukarska from Ireland, Jessica Berra from France, Katrina Lobbing from Austria, Salomon de Georges from France. We are getting ready for the start. And off they go. We are now looking forward. 1100 meters of straight line before the first turning point. 1100 meters to make yourself comfortable, to get as good position as you possibly could to the before the first turning point is before arriving the first turning point. As we can see, representing Italy, Annalisa Kossarini started very strongly, but Eva Karpinen from Finland is not gonna let her go easily.
My хотіли, щоб ви тут були з нами, допінгували, допомагали і просто тішилися цим святом.
To był apel do mieszkańców Trójmiasta rodem z Ukrainy. Mieli wystartować, ostatecznie tutaj nie udało się zgłosić żadnej załogi, ani w jedynkach, choć była taka opcja startu jednego z zawodników, ale są z nami, kibicują, wspierają, no i teraz emocjonują się.
And Salom de Georges next to the Annalisa Kossarini are still fighting. Yes, Salom looking through her shoulder to take a look where the boy is, where is the point she should target, she should look in, and they are still rowing very hard.
Brzmiące nazwisko, bo to Polka, która mieszka w Irlandii, w barwach tego kraju startuje. Jessica Berra, którą dzisiaj już oglądaliśmy.
Yeah, 6K course. Oh, the corrections are being made, so the group is being tighter, is being closer to each other. Is going to be very interesting because now there is no athlete that is leading by far. For now, they are very close to each other. It might be very interesting at the first turning point. It might give us many answers about how it's gonna look like after that. Who is gonna make the best position before approaching that place? Because as we can see now, the group is really spread. They are going really wide. There are no really close to next to each other, and to make that turn, to make on the right or the correct side of the boy, they need to start to stick together in a flash, in a while.
godziny 9. Bardzo atrakcyjnie wyglądająca konkurencja olimpijska już od Los Angeles, czyli beach sprint i to wszystko. Jednako będziemy zachęcać się do oglądania i tutaj z widowni, z trybun stadionu letniego w Gdańsku Brzeźnie i stamtąd znakomicie to się ogląda z brzeźnieńskiego mola.
On the down of the screen we can see Zena Jordan that is probably on the second place for now. She is working very hard. On the fourth, on the fourth, shifting, leading number board 128. I think it's Monika Dukarska, but I'm not so sure about that. No, sorry, it's a Azerbaijan athlete, Diana Dimchenko. She is currently leading on the race of Coastal Women solo final.
Can't believe there's something left in my chest anymore. Oh goddamn, you got me in love again.
But they are really close to each other. We see Monika Dukarska also representing Ireland, but she is Polish, but moved to Ireland now. She is representing their side. She moved to Ireland about 15 years ago, living in Poland for about 16 years of her age. And now, leading by Diana Dimchenko on the first place, is getting bigger. And he is putting a very good, very nice advantage before that first turning point, located 1100 meters from the start line. They are getting closer, and look at that, they are getting, as I said, they are getting tighter, they are getting for the better position before getting that first turn of the 6K course. They are already on, leading Diana Dimchenko. I think second will be Monika Dukarska representing Ireland. But we're gonna see it from the better angle in a while when they make that first turning point. Look how aggressively is approaching that Diana Dimchenko, how close she is. She nearly touched this with her blade. She nearly touched with blade. Number on the second place from Finland, Eva Karpinen. First Azerbaijan, first Azerbaijan, second Finland, so lanes 4 and 5. But look how tight, how close the whole squad is. They are really close next to each other. So we are looking for shifts, we are looking for changes. We gonna see in a flash, gonna see how it's gonna look like later on. Now 350 meters of straight line, but look at that. They are really close. They are fighting for the best position on the second boy.
Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top. The fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women want
106 on the second place. So Eva Karpinen na trzeci, on the third place Monika Dukarska from Ireland. That's first opening three athletes of today's race. So Diana Dimchenko behind her on the second place, Eva Karpinen from Finland on the third place, Monika Dukarska from Ireland, and they are now on the boy number 2. After that, 600 meters of straight line before boy number 3. We're gonna see, nicely done by Diana Dimchenko, but she lost some speed. But look how aggressively is going Dukarska on the third place. I think she went too aggressively on that. On the fourth place we see Jessica Berra from France. On the 5th, we see France, we see Italy. So we have Jessica Berra, Salomon Dejorges next to her, and Annalisa Cozzarini making the spot, fighting for the opening 5. Coastal women solo. The fight is on. The medals are on the table. Who is gonna take them? For now, the gold is in hands of Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan. In hands of Eva Karpinen from Finland is silver, and in hands of Monika Dukarska we are having bronze medal. But it looks like not for now. How it's gonna look like on the finish line? We're gonna see. There are still a lot of time, still out of space, still out of time to change for shifts. We're gonna see if the women, if the Diana going to lead that race from the start to the end, or she's gonna get caught by Eva, Monika, or maybe someone can attack from the 4th place, because remember we are still having behind them Jessica Berra, Salome Dejorges from France. They are both very nice athletes. Jessica is very experienced. She is former world champion, and Salome Dejorges, she is the youngest in this group. She is the youngest, so she might want to show this is time for youngsters. This is time for us to shine. And look at that, how close they are to each other. I'm talking about Eva Karpinen from Finland and Monika Dukarska from Ireland. This is the place 2nd and 3rd. They are constantly changing. They are shifting. They are changing. Now I think Dukarska is in the lead, but it's just about half a meter, maybe even less. Be in front of them is going Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan. She is leading for about 2.5, maybe 3 lengths. So though not that far, nothing that can change during the race. We see the leading 3. After that, about 4 lengths between chase and a second chasing group that's being led by Jessica Berra from France, with Salome Dejorges and Annalisa Cozzarini.
Skupione wyłącznie na tym, żeby pędzić do przodu z numerem 128. Na razie pędzi najszybciej Diana Dimchenko, Azerbejdżan. I proszę, jakie przepiękne ujęcia, jak to wszystko można oglądać z plaży, z wody.
Beautiful pictures from above. We are looking at the leader of today's Coastal Women's Solo Final, Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan. She is heading towards boy number 3. She's going to take that very soon. She is going that now. This is in tight angle. This is very smooth turn. But the boy number 4, she is going to right now. That's the spin. That's the place where you need to spin that hand just like a hand. Do like a hand brake, and it wouldn't be easy. It's very technical point. After that hand brake, 735 meters of straight line to the boy number 5. So still Dukarska, Karpinen and Dukarska are on the edge of the silver medal. They are fighting. They both with silver. None of them wants the bronze. They're not gonna let that easily to each other. Look at that, just head to head, side by side, blade to blade. Monika Dukarska representing Ireland, but she is coming from Poland. She moved to Ireland about 15 years ago and she started rowing as Irish.
Monika Dukarska, jej historię przedstawimy, gdy dopłynie do mety. Mamy nadzieję na podium.
But look at that, what's happening behind the Dukarska and Karpinen on the 4th place. That's really tight, and that's time you need to take some corrections of your navigation, correct that point, your destination. And now Azerbaijan, representing Azerbaijan, Diana Dimchenko is already approaching to that spin at the boy number 4 and going on the second lap, and 735 meters of straight line to the boy number 5, and Diana Dimchenko is already on that 1, 2, 3 strokes, and she is on it. She already settled her target, settled her destination point. Logana, look how it looks like on the Karpinen, and Dukarska are fighting for the silver, for the second place. I think that Dukarska done it better, and now I think that she is in front. Yeah, as we see confirmation on the screen, Monika Dukarska is on the second place. Going third is, representing Finland, Eva Karpinen. And we are looking what's happening behind the first Azerbaijan, second Finland, second Dukarska, third from Finland, Karpinen, and for now on the fourth place we have Jessica Berra. On the fifth place, just next to her, just a second after Jessica Berra, we have another French international, Salome de Georges. After them, about 9 seconds to the fifth place is, representing Italy, Annalisa Cossarini, and after Annalisa we have representing Austria, Katarina Lobning, going on the place number 6, if I'm correct, and on the number it was number 7, and number 8 place we are having Zena Jordan. And we are still looking at the leading from Azerbaijan, Diana Demchenko. She is still leading during our Coastal Women's Solo Final in 2024 European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships, being in Gdansk this day, today, 21st of June. Very, very nice weather, but isn't very hot. The sun come off behind the clouds. The wind showed up. It's get a bit stronger. We see a bigger waves approaching the beach, but still very gentle. Still Diana Dimchenko on the first place. On the second, I think, is going representing Ireland, Monika Dukarska, and on the third place, I believe we have Eva Karpinen from Finland. And this is confirmation. We take a look at our leader. She's confident. Look at that. She's not even. Yeah, now she looked through her shoulder to make sure she's on the right. She's on the right direction. She's on the right course to the next turning point. That's turning point number 6. On the second, Monika Dukarska from Ireland. On the third, Eva Karpinen from Finland. On the fourth place is Jessica Berra. Just next to Jessica, about 1 second, was at the timing point Salome de Georges from France as well. And representing Azerbaijan, Diana Dimchenko is on the next straight line, 350 meters. Just behind her, we see Monika Dukarska and Eva Karpinen. They are still close to each other. I think Dukarska is leading for about 2 lengths or something like that. We see beautiful pictures, beautiful landscapes in back, is showing Gdansk, showing us the shore, showing us the city and the beach. Diana Demchenko, she is so strong pulse, very nicely, very comfortable, very confident lead in that race during our today's final Coastal Women's Solo. That's a last race before a break. Another race is going to be taken at 2 o'clock, so just about 1 and a half an hour from now. But we are still we are still on the women's final. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Still about, I think, 10 minutes separates us from the approaching the finish line by the athletes. We expect Diana Dimchenko, as she is leading since the beginning. We're gonna see what's gonna happen next. Behind her, Monika Dukarska on the 3rd place, Eva Karpinen on the 4th place, Jessica Berra and the 5th, Salome de Georges. Both are from France.
I reprezentantka Azerbejdżanu na kolejnym znaku, ale tutaj zdaje się, że jeszcze ta rywalizacja o mistrzostwo.
Monika Dukarska keeps her distance to the Diana Demchenko, not letting her run away from her, but Eva Karpinen is close to Monika Dukarska. She is just waiting for one small mistake from Monika to overtake him. But both athletes try to approach that boy very aggressively, going tight, not going too wide, losing a lot of speed, and still the same results. Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan on the 1st, on the 2nd, Monika Dukarska on the 3rd, Eva Karpinen. We still need to wait. Still a lot of can happen, but as we've seen in previous races, we are at the European Championships, so mistakes are not really common. They are rarely happen. So we are looking forward for Diana Dimchenko to secure that gold medal for Azerbaijan. She finished on the 2nd place last year in Barletta during World Rowing Championships. Now, so she has silver medal from the World Championships. Now she is on the right way to add a golden to her collection. And now we are looking at Monika Dukarska. Look how focused she is, how hard, how strong strokes she is taking. She took a look through her back, through her shoulder, to ensure that she is on the right spot. She is locked on the right place on the buoy. Now I think she tried to look at the Eva Karpinen to make sure how far from her she is. And I think Eva Karpinen is getting closer to Monika Dukarska. I think Eva Karpinen haven't said the last word yet. She is willing to overtake Dukarska and overtake her silver medal. But you're gonna see what's gonna happen behind them, because the differences are, from this point of view, I think that the Jessica Berra, I think she is on the 4th place, she remained. We're gonna see that in a while, because the girls are getting closer to the next turning point, that is with timing chip, timing mat.
Pues parece que ahora se está levantando un poco más de ola y de aire, pero bueno, supongo que se puede llevar bien y
The forearms must be burning right now, but there is still about 2.5 kilometers to cover on the boat. After that, these few meters of the run to the finish line, to the buzzer that stops the clock, stops the time, gives you medal. We are looking now at Diana Demchenko. She is leading from the beginning. She is still leading of our final during European Rowing Coastal and Beach Sprint Championships being taken in Gdansk this year. Coastal Women's Solo are already taking a part already on.
reprezentantki Hiszpanii.
Nasza specjalistka tutaj powiedziała, że warunki są, krótko mówiąc, niewygodne i niefajne do pływania, aczkolwiek raczej nie będzie tutaj zaskoczeń i nie będzie tutaj zaskoczeń i zawodniczka z Azerbejdżanu zajmie to pierwsze miejsce.
To był głos z Hiszpanii w sprawie tego, co dzieje się na Zatoce
And still we are waiting what's gonna happen. We are waiting for the timing for a point located at the 4,365 meters. When we find what the time is, the weather hasn't changed too much, but I think the wind got stronger, as we can see on the waves, how the boat of Diana is going up and down on those waves. We're gonna see which athlete gonna take the advantage from those waves getting bigger and stronger. Especially we are looking for the fight of a silver medal between Monika Dukarska from Ireland and Eva Karppinen from Finland, because as we can clearly see, I think the Eva on the third place is just a length after the Monika Dukarska from Ireland being on the second place, so they are very, very close. There is still a lot of time to attack, and we have 4,365 meters are already covered by representing Azerbaijan Diana Dimchenko with time 23 minutes 47 seconds, and after her representing Ireland Monika Dukarska with time 24 minutes and 1 second, but there is about 14 seconds that's Dukarska is losing to Diana, but she is leading. Dukarska is leading only for about 4 seconds over Eva Karppinen. They are really, really close to each other. I think we're gonna have very, very interesting finish, very, very interesting last kilometers of the race on the boat, and after that maybe beach final between Dukarska and Karppinen. We're gonna take a look what's happening behind them. On the fourth place, still going Jessica Berra, former world champion. She is about 25 seconds to the bronze medal that's already in hands. That is already in hands. Eva Karppinen. She has some advantage over, so the experience paid off. On the fifth place, losing 18 seconds to Jessica Berra is Salome Desjorges from France. So we have France on the 4th and 5th place, and on the 6th place we have representing Italy Annalisa Cossarini, just 2 seconds behind Salome Desjorges, and after the representing Italy Cossarini Annalise, we have representing Finland Tia Maria Rautola, and on the next place representing Ireland Zena Jordan. And as we can see, they are still fighting. I mean, Eva Karppinen and Monika Dukarska, they are constantly shifting from the second to third to second. They are trying, they are doing her best. Their forearms must be burning them right now. They are working very, very hard. Now, as we can see, Eva Karppinen overtook Monika Dukarska on the second place. Now silver medal is in her hands. There are changes. They are constantly changing between them on the second place. That's what's not is changing is the Diana Dimchenko on the lead. Diana Dimchenko from Azerbaijan on the lead. As I said, she has silver medal from Barletta last year, and she is on the right way to add a golden medal from our European Championships to her collection.
already your whole body burns, and you have to find this kind of perfect lane how to overtake, because it's not easy if you're just a bit behind, and if you're in front, then you have a bit more control position and you can select the better lane. But after all, like, I mean, if the watts are more, then you have to let your opponent pass. But let's see on this turn, because Diana is already kind of making the turn, and the Finland just has a bit better lane. But let's see what Monica gonna do. Does she gonna make a move and just try to come from the outside lane? Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna see in a while. Diana Dymchenko is already in the chicane on the heading last turning point. We're gonna see. We are looking forward to see what's happening behind her. Look at that, how close.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking. So here is I think gonna be some video review, and there has to be some analysis done. Actually, who could receive here a penalty? I mean,
we haven't seen what really happened because the camera was at Diana Dymchenko, but for now, Monika Dukarska representing Ireland on the second place, Eva Karppinen from Finland on the third place, but it's not over. They are heading over the last turning point, and what's gonna happen right now.
Let's see how Monica gonna take this turn. Let's see how Monica gonna get this turn, but the Finland is not giving up. I think you are kind of even if you are pissed at this kind of race, then you have additional power and you have additional watts and you are ready to push. So, and that's what we see here, that they are already starting to fight, and Diana controlling just it straight to the finish. But what's gonna happen like for the second and the third place?
Last 200 meters of swim, last 200 meters of rowing. After that, beach sprint. I think Monika Dukarska has way better angle. She is aiming right at the finish line. But now
Finland is trying to push at the moment.
Diana Dymchenko from Azerbaijan, winner of the gold medal. And now we are looking forward what's gonna happen over there. Monika and Eva on the second place.
Let's see how Eva gonna run, because I think we could have here a really the beach finish. Because you know, if you just fall down, then everything can be away.
The referees are getting ready. They're gonna to show penalty to someone. We're gonna see who is gonna be penalty.
Who is gonna receive a penalty?
I think
Monica receiving a penalty.
Yes, Monica.
Yeah, Monica receiving a penalty. She is out of the race. Monica is out of the race.
No.
No?
Some confusion. So Monika Dukarska representing Ireland on the second place. On the third place is coming representing Finland, Eva Karppinen. And now in the fifth place, I think on the fourth is coming
France and Italy.
Jessica Berra, and just right
and
after
Annalisa Cozzarini in the fifth place.
And we can see going as the sixth, Salome de Georges from France.
And Katarina Lobnik in seventh.
And now we have
from
finishing
Austria.
on fourth place, former world champion Jessica Berra, very experienced athlete, and just right after her, Annalisa Cozzarini from Italy.
Annalisa gonna have also some races this weekend in the beach sprint, in the solo, so we're gonna follow also her racing as well.
And there Georges is on the finish line as well. And
now running into the finish, Katarina Lobnik, one of the Lobnik sisters.
Look how tired she is. As you said, her whole body is burning.
I would say Katarina is trying now to save some power for the mixed double that they gonna row with Charles Cousins later this evening.
So this might be a part of tactics, as you say. So once again, Diana Dymchenko, gold medal winner of today's race. On the second place, Monika Dukarska representing Ireland. On the third place, Eva Karppinen from Finland. And we are still looking forward who is gonna finish. I think now approaching to the beach is Tia Maria from Rautola from Finland. And as I'm counting correctly, it's seventh place right now being taken by her.
Dziewczyna w barwach Irlandii, no i oczywiście nie ma pomyłki. Monika jest Polką, tu zaczynała swoją
And what a finish from Zena Jordan from Ireland, securing her spot as the last, I think, because I don't see no one else on the beach, on the water. So I think all athletes are already on the finish line. So our Coastal Women's Solo final already is over. Next start we have Club Coastal Women Double Sculls at 2 a.m. and 15 teams are on. So Ian, maybe take a look. Tell us who should we take attention, especially attention during this race.
I would say there are some interesting constellation, but those are the club crews. I would say that the crews from Gdansk Students Rock Club. Of course, the Holland guys like Van der Meulen Janneke is the currently world champion in the beach sprint, and as well in the endurance race, as well in the single and in the double, together with Robert Scarian. They were like last year, they had a gold medal in front of the Lobnik sisters. Then who do we have here more? I would say some strong teams from Spain, because there are no weak Spanish crews, and and now the Tia Maria, who was I think 8th in this race, she's racing again in the double sculls as well from Finland.
So as you can see here, still a lot of emotion, still a lot of good races ahead of us. So now it's time for break. It's time for break for us. We will be back about 2 a.m. when the Club Coastal Women Double Sculls gonna be back. See you later.
See you later.
Club Coastal Women's Double Sculls vs. Okalake Face con nosotros. Za одну годину будемо мати тут Club Coastal Women's Double Sculls. Запрошуємо вас сердечно, якщо ви хочете прокудяти, щось з'їсти,